What's up, everyone? Welcome to Knowledge and Relationships on YouTube. Also, welcome as well to M3TV News, the stream that gives you the best news. This is also part of Knowledge and Relationships. That's what we do. This is your boy M3, and I have the homie WT Funk. Let's go ahead and play the saxophone music, everybody. Kind of liven things up. Ooh. Okay, wrong one. Let's do this. All right, there we go, right? Get the blood flowing. Stretch your neck around a little bit. What up, WT Funk? Welcome to
How you doing, man? Much love.
So, today we have something special, right? And today's event is called a double feature. Now, why we call this a double feature is because we're going to have not just one, but two different topics for the night. So the first one, which is why I have WT Funk in here, right? Until like the next guest like arrives, we're going to be talking about, what's his name? Larenz Watts, right? Did I pronounce it right?
Wow. Fam, the black card. Give it to me already. Larenz Tate. Larenz Tate. That
hey, it's getting late, man.
You said Watts. Okay. Go ahead.
I don't know where I got the Watts from in my mind. Hey, look, it's whatever. You know
Shout out the crack. Shout out the crackheads.
Speaking of Watts, right? We got 100 Watts up in the building. Maybe that's what probably came to my mind.
There you go. I'll throw you the bone.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
What's up? Salute my brother. Shout outs to Marion. Until today, I never heard of a rapper named Young Dolph. Larenz Tate, on the other hand, hubba, right? And 100% again. All right, thank you guys for tuning in.
Let that person know who said hubba. Please also remember Larenz Tate is 5'6". So most women would look over him if he wasn't famous.
Well, I mean, maybe, but I'm for sure.
You know them short Chicago men.
You know how they always say, as long as you have the confidence in yourself and you look good, you can get anyone that you put your mind into it, right?
Is that what your mama said too? Yeah, my mama tried to say that.
I know.
Okay.
All right. Good evening, Mr. M3, founder and coordinator of hashtag Knowledge and Relationships First Row Hug. Thank you, Mr. M3. So, anyways, all right. We're going to get to a little man complex, right?
Yeah.
Most of them do.
It's like the Chihuahuas. Them little men be having great poetry, though.
Oh, yeah.
And hence the movie. Love Jones.
You gotta balance things out with something, right?
Absolutely. Not books, but you can't stack books. You can't be wearing heels. You got to get some knowledge. You got to get some swag. You got to get some verbal arsenals in your wordplay to try to seduce a woman when you're short. That's for sure. I'm 6 feet, so I get to be stupid. So I appreciate it.
All right.
Yeah, I just made the cut.
Barely though.
It's the egghead. The egg. I think my grandma shaped it this way just to make sure that I reached 6 feet.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm around like 5'10", so fortunately I didn't make the cut. But it's all good.
Just wear the heels, man. It's all good. You
wear the heel. Now I'll just get like a pocket full of money. Nah, but
there you go.
But okay,
I'm gonna get you sucker. All right, let's do it.
Yeah, we do have one video, right? So there was two videos that you sent out, right? So I'll play the first one. The first one is called, and let me see if I can open it up real quick. It's called "Brother to the Night."
Yeah, it's classic. Let it play.
Oh yeah, we're gonna let it play all the way. Let me make sure I get my fair use sign ready to go. You gotta fair use everything, right? So I got that ready.
It's just smart, yeah.
And then let me see. I know he a shorty and he's a Midwest near the hometown. And then Queen Dom says, knowledge and relationships, like and subscribe. And then BDE, don't need height.
He don't need height. Okay. She said he can chop trees. It's fine. All right.
Let's see. All right, let me go ahead and pull this up real quick. And yes, fair use, fair all the way use. All right, but let's get.
And this is a remix to the this is not the original from the movie. This is someone added a little bit more music to it, so it's pretty dope.
Okay. I'm see how we do this. We're gonna do it in this style then. All right. Come on, let's play the video. Bam.
Woo! All right. Well, you muted him, Free. You muted him. All right.
Before I start reading the chats, I gotta welcome Mr. Best in the World.
I'm here, everybody. I'm here. I'm good, y'all. WT Funk, what's up, bro?
Wait, he got Ric Flair music when he come? Like he got his wrestling theme music when he come on?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You got the
I'm about
John
to
Cena thing.
Hey, M3, drop the link because some of these people I can't send the link to, like 100 watts, just in case he wants to get in. I don't have his Instagram or nothing like that, so drop the link real quick.
I got you though. Yeah. So I gotta give a shout out to Marcella Flowers. Thank you for
Maricela.
Maricela. Sorry.
What's going on, Flower? Good to see you, sis.
I've been calling Maricela for a minute, so my bad, Maricela. Love Jones. Let's see. At K Marion, good evening. And Watt says, let's see, this that old 90s, I'll buy your clothes type of vibes. And
I'll buy your clothes.
That's the baby face pimping.
Yeah. I'll cook your
favorite movies.
As soon as I get home from work, you know what I mean? Yeah. Oh man.
If anybody else want to join in too to hop into the convo,
horrible message. Horrible message.
Yeah, we got one more. Yeah, we definitely have one more video too that you send us. So let me go ahead and.
But let's break down the poem first. Let's go ahead and break down.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
We go to the next video.
Mm-hmm.
Who wants to go first? The first line of that poem is, "Can I be your slave?"
Well, we already know. This movie is like
that Chi-Town simping. That Chi-Town simping. It's strong.
It's simping to the full, but it's unrealistic. So I don't want to say too much about just the movie, but I'm just gonna give you just a little bit at a time until we watch the second one. Then I can give you the full breakdown.
Right now, let's just break down the poem. We're gonna break this movie down though. It's toxic all over. The poem itself. If you think about it, it's hey baby, can I be your slave? Your man, I ain't worried about him. It's the poem of a man who wants a one-night stand. It's the poem of a man who just wants to borrow a woman. I'm the brother to the night. The brother to, what's my name? Don't worry about my name. I'm a brother to the night. That brother to the night, well, especially if you're in a relationship, is always shooting shots at your woman. And he's doing it with verbal. He's been working out. The brother to the night is the detriment a lot of times to a lot of good men's relationships because this is the poem of a simp. But he doesn't want to simp as far as like have a relationship with her. He just wants to have his fantasy field as he sees this woman, and he'll say whatever he needs to say to get that. And then when he wakes up in the morning, the reality is with him, and it's a countdown till him just getting tired of her. And those men ruin relationships in the Black community, and women are ruined because they are constantly seduced by those men. Constantly. We have ADHD in our relationships, and since he's entertaining, so yeah, it's a great poem as far as like the flow of it. But when you really look at the lyrics, you see that it's truly the poem of a man who's just trying to get a woman to cheat. and it's gonna work because it's great.
Well, don't you feel that most men take pride in pressing the woman to cheat against her spouse or her boyfriend in order to be with the person themselves until like it actually happens to them?
To borrow, yes, absolutely. It's a pride. It's a notch. If you can get a woman to cheat and seduce her, and then you just borrow her energy for a little bit, and then
What's
you
up,
send her
DJ
back
Eddie
to
King?
her existence.
Mm-hmm.
That's a player notch. That's what our uncles taught us, and we were taught wrong. That's not a good thing to do because that's very much against alchemy. But we definitely do that in our community, and it's the norm.
Mm.
I just think it's survival of the fittest. You know what I mean? Like the animals do the same thing. Like it's like the one that's more dominant is gonna get it. You know, that's why Leroy could be broke. I know a dude that was he was homeless, straight up homeless. And one of my family members, she took him in because he was cooking in all them right areas, baby.
Mm.
He wasn't cooking in the finances, but he was cooking in other
Wait, wait,
places.
wait.
You
No,
know
no,
what I
no, no,
mean?
no. Say that again, sir. Say that again. He was cooking in the right
He
areas.
was cooking in all the right places.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, brothers? He was cooking in all the right places. So that's what happens, man. Like a brother could
Mm-hmm.
be he could be getting his chips and getting his money right, but if he ain't cooking in the right places, guess what? Somebody gonna come and get his joint. And that's just how it is, man. I hate, listen, I know sometimes brothers they try to be about their paper, they try to be extra philosophical or whatever. Sometimes that happens, but sometimes you just got to come down to the basic instincts of listen, I am that guy that's gonna put it on you on all levels. You know what I mean? I'm gonna make you feel like no other man can make you feel. You know that I know it, and that's what's going down. And I think that brother, why he did that poem, he had the ultimate confidence. He knew that he can get her. He knew it. Like, and no other man could step in his way. Because I seen the whole movie. I seen, the haters like Bill Bellamy in the movie. I seen all that. Like, it was crazy. But at the end of the day, the brother won out because
Ooh,
he had
Bill Bellamy. Let's not get
Woo!
too far ahead, but we could
I
have a
know.
whole
Baby,
20 minutes
I
on the
know.
Bill
This is my
Bellamy
movie, though.
character.
I know. But like I'm saying, like it just points out just kind of like either the strong or the weak. You know what I mean? And like, and even if you're strong in certain areas, you're weak in other areas. You know what I mean? So Larenz Tate had his weaknesses too. You know what I mean? And I think that was pointed out as well. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
We gotta write this down. One day in the future, we gotta break down how to be a player. Now, that's a movie we gotta break
Woo!
down one
Mm.
day too.
Woo!
Okay.
Woo!
We could definitely
Let's
do a
expose
movie
it. We
review on
gotta
that.
break that one down one day too.
It's
Mm.
not really much to expose because all right, cool.
So
Women. All right, look. Let me say this part, and then after that, I'm gonna let y'all rock. Women do the same thing, right? If a woman knows she's a baddie, right? She knows she a baddie, right? She know, okay, if I flick my hair a certain way, if I wear this type of dress, if I make my eyes do this or I do this type of walk, I know no matter what the guy if he's single or he's married or whatever, I know I'm gonna get dudes. I know it. Like women do the same thing too. So it's not a man thing, it's a woman thing too. Women know how to manipulate and get the type of man they want or to get babies out of men or money out of men or whatever they want to get. Now, I mean, they know what to do. So women do it too. Yeah.
Yeah, as long as like they win your heart over, like it's over.
Yeah. Called
Period.
finessing. You know what I mean?
Let me see.
there's finessing on both sides. I think a lot of times, especially in our community, men are taught to over embellish how we feel about a woman or how much we truly want to be with that woman to get her, and then it's
Mm-hmm.
like it takes steps backwards. You always hear women complain about, well, all the things that the man
Mm.
said in the beginning that he stopped doing, and I honestly believe that's a lot of times because we come into relationships with like, oh, this is how I'm gonna be, and then we start taking steps back. I try to do the opposite, and I try to come into relationships with like a low bar, like and then and every single day I was like, I can do better, but I try to think it's important to
Yeah.
start low. But in our culture, most men try to start high. Like, what I want to do for you, like, oh man, I could do this. I see a future with you. We could a lot of men are taught to sell the dream to get the cookie, and then keep the cookie until we're done with it, and then just put it back into the streets. Am I wrong?
No, you're right.
You're right. But they got to
Mhm.
see it's a difference between long term game and short term game.
We
You know
had
what I mean?
bad teachers. Yeah. We're taught how to get women, but we are rarely taught how to keep them. We are schooled on how to get. I think people come to us for advice on how to get women, but you rarely see people coming to black men about how to maintain a relationship, how to keep it. We can tell you how to keep it spicy like that, but as far as actually being in the relationships, we don't have those lessons. Our grandfathers didn't have those lessons because they didn't have to keep a woman's attention. And also, men weren't hitting on each other's woman the way that they do now. Men don't care. Back in the day, once she was married, it was legitimately pretty much off limits. People weren't shooting shots at her once they saw the ring. Now,
it was like off
it doesn't
limits.
matter. And women have ADHD, and men, we have ADHD in relationships. And so you always have that brother to the night willing to fuck up your relationship just as much as the woman's friends will come to a relationship to fuck up the relationship. Both of them are equally fucking it up.
But the reason why like people had respect back then, right? Because marriage was more valuable. You know, and it was well organized. And the women had respect for themselves just like the men themselves. Men was about their business, doing one thing, making sure a few things. Making sure they work, take care of the family home. That pretty much was it. And make sure everything was secure. Simple as that. Yeah. Women, they were just making sure that, the home, was intact. Everything was clean. Kids was taken care of. It wasn't that much stress as it is now. But since that marriage now these days, where people treat it like dating relationships, you know what I mean? People see like, oh, well, there's not much value to it. I don't care if you have a ring. If I want to shoot my shot, I can shoot my shot at you and go and just make you divorce your relationship. Or maybe I can't make you divorce your relationship, but I can make you cheat if I'm the right type of person. And if you're the right type of girl for me to play games with.
Are you home alone, M3? I just want to make sure I don't want to get nobody. I don't want you to throw a coffee cup at you, because you are married. Is your wife in the background?
Hey, she around. She cool.
You'll be all right.
She in the chat too.
Oh, damn! You
you just see a coffee cup flying and hit him. Yo, whoops.
This man out here trying to give ideas, man. Let me go grab my coffee.
We're gonna take a commercial break. Go ahead and watch this next video.
I'll be out like,
where
M3?
Yeah, turn the camera
comes back. He all swollen.
Right.
He gonna have his glasses on.
Oh, Dominique says,
that's why you always
nobody.
Shout out to Damo.
Yeah.
Shout out to Damo. Damo, come up here when you can. All right. No one can make you cheat.
We need that feminist energy right now.
Okay, wait.
I mean,
let's. No one can make you cheat. Okay, but they can. But definitely they can plant
seduce
the
you to it.
seeds.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
No one makes you.
No one makes you. Yep.
And a lot of men will say, "Well, no, my wife gained weight. She made that's not how reality and alchemy works."
Nope.
When you say like, "Oh well, she made me cheat because she stopped working out," like no.
Nah.
That's not that led to it possibly, but that the choice to cheat was yours. You were not man enough to have the conversation to either say, "Do this," or put your foot down and pull your dick out and say, "I'm out of the situation," unless you start to improve. You cheating is completely, and it doesn't matter how much you're providing, how much money you're making. It's against the code of alchemy. If you do that, the energy will come back to you and probably burn you.
WT Funk, let me say this real quick. I'm gonna pass it to Damo. Let me say this real quick. You know what I'm saying? As the cliche say goes, somebody is as they're as loyal as their options, which is somewhat a true thing, because with power comes temptation. and you don't know. People say, "Well, if I have $1 million or $1 billion, I would do this and that." You don't fully know everything you're gonna do because you haven't been given much power. Power touches your integrity and your character, and it exposes your weaknesses and your strengths. You know what I'm saying? That's just life, and but also can build integrity and character too if you allow it. But with that being said, I believe that for me, I'm a man. Like I love some love handles. I love a woman who can eat. You know what I mean? The bigger the better for me. Like that's just me. The woman I'm with is a big woman. Like I love big women, so that's just what it is for me. And
Shout to Daryl.
yeah, shout out to my man Darrell. What's going on, bro? Like and subscribe to this channel, Everything Everyday Podcast. Definitely got some fresh content on there. But with that being said, yeah, like I like a woman who's big, man.
Yeah,
She
congrats.
big,
He just
she
passed.
tells
He
me I'm
just passed
cool.
one. He just passed 800 subscribers.
Hey, yeah, shout out to him. He just passed 800 for real. That boy about to get
That's what's
100.
up.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Hit that horn. Damo, what's going on, Damo? You here? What's going on? Talk to us, Damo.
Hey.
Hey, girl.
What's up?
Hey, girl. Hey.
Oh, she came in singing. Okay.
I just came to explain what I said. So
Okay.
no one can make you cheat. No one can make you do anything, honestly, unless they put like a gun to your head or something like that. But then it's really about like how much do you care about your life? So if you care about your life, then I guess, but I don't think anyone can make you cheat. I think that can someone seduce you? If you're someone who's weak enough to be seduced, then yeah. If you're someone who's there are people in this world, and I've seen it happen. I'm pretty sure y'all have seen it happen. There are people in this world who it could be the baddest girl, it could be a stripper, it could be whatever. They can be all on them. They could be like, and they still will not go there. They still will remain in their stance of being faithful or being whatever. So I don't think that anyone can make you cheat. I think that some people are just weak, just like some people will be followers and some people will be leaders. So it's not about the other person making you, and we need to stop putting it on the other person. It's the world. There are going to be people who are going to take advantage. Listen, there's a food chain. There's the top of the food chain, and then it comes down. If you allow yourself to be used or to be, tricked or seduced or any of that's on you. That's on you. We know what the world is like. We know what women are like. We know what men are like. It's like the makeup conversation. We know a bunch of people are wearing makeup. So if you decide to marry this girl without checking what under her makeup looks like, that's on you. That is all on you. Let's stop blaming other people. There are always going to be scammers in the world. Don't give your social out. Like, that's on you. That's how I feel about the cheating. No one can make you cheat. Like, just be strong, or just say you're a cheater and you're not strong enough to be faithful. Just be honest. Some of us are not strong enough to be faithful.
Let me put a scenario out there for Damo, because she's trying to be all black and white. Let's put a scenario out there. You know what I mean? Can I get the note? Can you hit me the note? M3, hit me with the note.
You said hit the note. Wait, which note?
Yeah, the note. Give me that.
Oh, the note. No, oh, the note.
Yeah.
Nope.
You did it.
Yep.
One more time.
Nope.
Oh, wait, hold on. We got Gator Girl too. You might read that real quick.
Shout out to Gator Girl. Yo, peace and non-relationships. Show on panel, listening while waiting for Stephanie and Shaka. I don't know who that is. Is Larenz fine self about to be on? We may bring Tate up in here. We don't know. You know what I mean? I'll have to invitation or whatever. But no.
So they get the likes up.
Get the likes up. Word. Get the likes up, y'all. Like and subscribe. But Damo, listen. Okay, let's say, hypothetically, if you, I'm not gonna put your business out there, but if you have a man, don't have a man, whatever. You know what I mean? Let's say you got a man or whatever, right? And your man, he's not handling business the way he need to be handled. You know what I'm saying? He's not paying the bills. He's not doing that. He's slacking. You know what I mean? It's just all bad. You know what I mean? It's all bad, right? You know what I mean? Okay, you watching the verses? All right. It's all bad. Oh, she camped up. You know what I mean? It's all bad, right? Now, hold on. Now, Leroy.
Yeah, when are you going to cam up, sir? You are the biggest Kyrie Irving fan ever. I have never seen you.
Yeah, I know. It's a part of the speak, but hold on. Let me make my point. Now, Leroy with the big body Benz, he pulls up, right? He got the money. He look good. He got the fade. You know what I mean? He smell good. Got the nice clothes and all. You say, yo, Damo, look, I know your man ain't handling business the way he needs to. I'm here, girl. You know what I mean? I got this 100,000. He passed you 100,000. You ain't never seen 100,000 before. So y'all got 100,000 right here. Look at this. Like, oh my gosh. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you start thinking about how let's say your man name is Isaiah. Isaiah ain't doing what he got to do. You know what I mean? Michael looking good now. You know what I'm saying? You out of there, girl. You getting in that Benz. I ain't trying to hear you. You getting in that Benz. You're getting in that Benz. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you are.
Would you like me to answer that?
Nope.
Dominique, you know I gotta mess with you, Dominique. You know I love you.
You gotta let her answer that. You got.
But
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna go
gotta
ahead and answer that anyway. No, first of all, you know I'm from Harlem. So somebody pulling up in Sacramento with a big body Benz and $100,000. Okay, nice. I've dated in high school guys that own every single Montclair, and those are $1,000 jackets. So nobody cares about somebody's Benz and somebody's $100,000. My grandparents, literally, like when they die, I will I don't need to worry about that stuff. Let me tell you something. I come from a family who is privileged and
I think
non-privileged.
you need to say
So
I don't care. You definitely can't say nobody cares.
Okay, when I say nobody, I'm talking about myself. Okay, we talking about me. Ain't nobody care. Okay.
Okay.
When you say ain't nobody care, it's for dramatic effect. It's like more of the dramatic effect of about ain't nobody care. So I don't care about a Benz or $100,000. What I care about is, can you deal with all the things that come with me and my mental illnesses and stuff? Like, that's what I care about. Like, can you help me? Like, not help me because I can help myself, but like, can you, like, you know, like, you need to, that's what I care more about. Can you love me the way that I need to be loved? Okay, because I need
Nope.
You a hater. You're such a hater.
Dude's out of control with the nose. Come on, Eric. You got to get a maybe button. You got to give her a maybe. You got to get a maybe.
I forgot I was still muted.
You got to find a sound effect for maybe.
No. You was muted. That was correct. Thank you.
Oh. Wait, did you just mute me?
But I think ties into
Yes, I did. I muted.
I think this all kind of ties into the brother to the night poem. Yeah. There's always going to be brothers to the night. There's always going to be men who are financially better than you. There's men that are always going to be better looking than you. There's men that are going to be better sex pipers than you. There's always going to be men that are better. And those men will always be shooting shots at the woman that you're trying to create a legacy with throughout her entire life. And it is that woman's responsibility to see through the evil, see through the chaos. Most of what we are seduced by is all entwined in the 7 deadly sins. And I'm not like the biggest religious person, but I love studying thoughts and philosophies. And a lot of the things that are seduced by, or even by men, a lot of the things that we're seduced by, that we've been pumped into, you know, in American society, it all intertwines with the 7 deadly sins, especially if you think about hip hop culture, vanity, greed, all of these things, lust. And at an early age, those traits are championed. And then as we get older, they end up destroying our lives. So it's very important for a woman to see through the smooth talkers and the fast money and the guys that pipe all the way right, and the guys that have the swag with the clothes. It's very important for women to learn to see that. But unfortunately, usually women's friend circles and even people who are around her that are her confidants will give her bad advice that advise her to go down that path. And men, the exact same thing. Yo, just hit it. Yo, she thick. It's all bad energy. And for a group of people in America that are so Christian, they rarely follow any Christian philosophies that are actually in the Bible. I think a lot of times in the Black community, we just say Christianity for show.
Can you say that part again? Thank you, because my family is Jehovah's Witness.
I think in the Black community, we just say Christianity for show. Yes.
Yes. Thank you, because this is what I say. And when people preach to me and, oh, you should do this because God says this and God says women should do this and women should do that, and then I have to ask them, do you smoke cigarettes? Do you curse? Do you buy bootleg DVD? Don't talk to me about God and how you go to church every Sunday. You're one day a week. Thank you. I will always respect the witnesses. I mean, they got their views. I don't believe in all of them, but I will always respect the witnesses, the Mormons, the like Episcopal, the ones that are in church, the 7-day Adventists, really in church 2-3 times a week for hours on end, really not drinking to get drunk and really not smoking and no tattoos and no like those are the people that could come and talk to me about church. That's about it. Don't talk to me if you're not really in it.
Yeah. Well, in the Black community, our church is the entertainment. We go to church once a week, but in reality, think of we're constantly listening to. Hundreds of years ago, there was not the entertainment was the Bible. People were reading that Bible it was a daily thing. It was a day, but now it's like a once a week thing. But we're really overpowering what's in the Bible with the music that we're listening to, with what we're seeing on the television. What we have on the internet, that takes precedent way more than most people's religions. And if we're actually being honest, that actually takes precedent more than most people's relationships. A lot of times in relationships, let's say, let me fantasize, and hey, me and Miss Queen, we're together, and it's been some time. We got the butterflies, we got the honeymoon phase, and now we're together. Maybe we have kids, or who knows. But I'm coming home, and you're coming home. And you're like, hey, are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. Okay. You want to eat something? Okay. And then I go to my phone or my video games, and she goes to, and then if we're spending time together, we're watching TV. That's not real time. We're not really building. We're just existing with each other. And the real architect of the relationship is the internet. We are completely focusing on entertainment rather than focusing on our culture, our code, and the people that are around us.
So she said, church said, oh, well, before I even read that, he like says, hold up. Don't Funk live in Germany? Yep. Good thing that
Yes.
your internet is up to speed this time. So knock on wood. And
up to 4. Once that fifth one come in, I gotta drop out.
And shout out to E Black, my guy, right? Welcome to the live stream. Gator Girl says, church isn't just a building. Christianity is about relationship. The body of believers is the church in the Bible. Okay, I mean that's what it's supposed to be, but unfortunately, like I feel like there's so many like so-called Christians that gave like Christianity like such a bad name. It's like people don't really respect like church like that. Or I would say they don't respect like Christianity. And I don't want to get too much deep into that because I know that's not
for a lot
what
of men because we see it as a hustle.
Well, it is.
Yeah. I'm not taking advice from any guy in a pimp suit. Like, no. They're wearing pimp suits and gold, and they look flashy. I know that Chicago energy. I don't trust no light-skinned dude who uses fancy words. Like, no, I'm good on all that. I've seen through that all my life.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up in a black church. I know how it really goes down. I know the choir director is gay. I know that the pastor is sleeping with the women. I know the deacons is it's our leaders have sucked for about a good 30, 40 years. The men who have taught us how to be men, they taught us wrong. The women that were trying to teach the women how to be women, they taught you guys wrong. The church has been teaching us wrong. We need to all pull back and see who our teachers have been and completely unlearn and start to build a new code.
Yeah. Hold on real quick because I don't want to go off I don't want to go off to the topic, but we do have another video reaction. Is an LL. He's commenting on black culture in a country 1% black. Stop the caps, right? But hold on, let me go to the next video.
I'm from America. What the hell does that have to do with anything? Wait. I'm not German. I'm American. I'm from Oklahoma.
Hey, but you live in Germany, so maybe that's what people think you are. You're German.
Because I moved here, now I can't talk about my culture that I've been raised in. That makes zero sense.
No, I don't know.
Anyway, sure.
Excuse me.
This here, right now, at this very moment, is all that matters to me. I love you.
Check it out.
Who am I? Well, they all.
She's enticing Darius, and after a spilled drink and a poem, they smash. He tell her straight up, he ain't trying to be on that hit. And from this point, Nina and certain things in this movie become a little bit unrealistic. Check it out.
These darn ads.
I gotta respect how 100 Nina was with Darius.
I'm going away next week to New York.
Breaks his little heart.
Oh yeah.
Darius, the only reason I'm telling you this is because I really care about you and I'm not trying to play you.
The falling in love period is done.
Chef, what's good, bro?
You're not mad.
What's good? What's going on, fellas? What's going on?
Not too much.
We just friends.
Yeah.
Let me pause this real quick.
I see what y'all got going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what y'all got going on. You got me ready to push my stream later. Damn.
Yeah.
What the funk? What up, bro?
Hold on, let me there we go.
Is that what the funk?
Yeah, it is. It is.
I think he's muted. Unmute yourself.
Oh, okay.
What the funk? Oh, he's too busy like commenting on towards the black. So Germany is the 1% black. There you go. Welcome back. What the funk? Can you hear us?
Okay. Anyway, I'm here.
What the funk? Is that Jay? What the funk? What up, man? I got to get your email so I could email that video. I told you I made a video painting just for you, so you could do whatever you want with your visuals, bro. What's going on, my brother?
I sent you a message on Instagram. So, yeah, I'm already following you on Instagram.
Cool. I'm actually going to drop up. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm about to drop it to you right now. Right now. So how you gentlemen
Awesome.
doing today, man?
We're doing pretty good. We're just
You're doing good, man.
Doing great. I had this great idea.
And
And this is a great movie to break down. I think we should break down some 90s romantic movies. That should be like a theme. We think about doing how to be a
That's
player
pretty
next.
That's what's dope. That's pretty dope because there was a movie breakdown that I had thought of. It wasn't a 90s movie, but it was The Book of Eli. It resonated, you know what I'm saying? It resonated in a certain way.
Great one.
And what's funny is, you know, I'm not going to give a spoiler alert, but that's the movie whenever I speak to people's perspectives, understanding people's perspectives and how, for instance, you could go to a movie and people would tell you they saw the movie and you saw the movie and then you're asking them about, so you remember this dope part that resonated? And some of them, you could tell who went to the bathroom during that part. And some of them, they were like, nah, I watched the whole thing twice. And then you sit there and you look at them like, and you didn't see that shit? You know? So that's one of the things that is also when you look at a painting. You know, somebody may find a painting and find 46 pieces of resonance within that painting, when somebody else may find 146 and be able to give you some sort of tangible meaning to the painting, you know? So with that movie, with all of the things that were in there, including the big reveal at the end, did you know that there's a lot of people that saw the movie and still didn't realize his affliction? I'm gonna leave it at that. Yeah, so that's one of those movies. You know the movie you got when you be like, hold on. Oh no, sit down, yo, we gotta watch this. That's yeah, that was some next Mad Max vibes, man.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Chef, we got a politic and you know, and definitely WT phone. We want you to, you know, bring that content, you know, to all of us, man. We're gonna politic. We're gonna do a big StreamYard meeting, and we're gonna politic on different ideas we could do as a family. You feel me?
No question, man. No question. Because I saw because I wasn't on. I had did some stuff for tonight's show, you know, some slides and stuff. And then I just happened to go and look, and I got the StreamYard link. So I jump in. I'm like, these dudes watching movies? That's dope.
Yeah.
And y'all was still talking. I'm like, wait a minute. This is a watch party. That's dope.
Yeah, you just gotta be careful. Like when you watch like certain like clips, like they could try to flag you, but that's why I just put like, you know, fair use, because you know, if that could work at least 50% of the time, then I'm like, cool, you know. Yeah, there was just like small clips like in just in the reaction of Love Jones by, you know,
You
like,
got to find a homegirl who's a dancer
Mm-hmm.
and have her like have a
Mhm.
fair use sign, and like she's dancing, you like put her as a clip in the bottom every time you want to like say fair use. And
So what you say?
Sean,
Fair.
be like, fair use.
What do you say?
and-
Fair on the left cheek and
Yo.
youth on the right.
Oh, damn.
Just make it flat.
Yeah, me and the three can't do that.
No, listen.
Find somebody, but
We
we
gonna
can't
have
do that.
we
Me
gonna
and
have
the three
some
can't
fair
do
use
that.
two-step. Okay, we ain't gonna get flagged.
Not too spicy, man.
Yeah, me and the three we kind of handcuffed a little bit. We can't do that, man.
Not no stripper.
Right,
We gonna get
right.
no stripper doing it. We gonna get some classy dancing.
I feel you.
No. That's
We
why
gonna get Auntie doing the
hey,
two-step with the fair
you
use.
respect the exotic dancers. I contribute to the exotic college student outreach.
Exotic.
Exotic college student outreach.
Wow. Hey, Anthony,
Oh,
drop that number one question at 3.
Yeah, I got you on that one. We haven't even got to like the first question yet. The first question is like, what can we learn from the Love Jones movie when it comes to dating?
Mm.
I know there was like, I'll start first, right? 'Cause
Ladies
I did
first? Okay.
I don't know. Anyways, I'll start first, right? Because
Okay.
yeah.
Oh no, I'm here. Sorry, because you know.
Uh-oh.
Hi.
Okay.
Go
He
ahead.
said hi, fellas, and I was a little salty, so I disappeared.
Wait. Sorry about what?
Anyways, what was the question?
uh-oh.
What can we
First
learn
one is
from?
We love you, Dama. We love you.
Yeah. What can we learn when it comes? Oh, are we gonna be talking about Love Jones today? Because I haven't seen that movie in like years, and I don't know. All right, I might have to be out because I don't remember Love Jones. And if there's a lesson, let me tell you something how I do feel though about the black movies, aka Love and Basketball. Women, stop listening to that stuff. He done dissed that woman, got back with that woman, dissed her again. Then she still was just waiting on him. Don't be doing all that. These black movies, don't listen to these things. Don't be chasing after the men. If he does you wrong,
Wow.
there are good men out there in the world. You don't need to be waiting for his whole basketball career for him to get with you. So that's my 2 cents because I don't remember Love Jones.
Wow. She always blaming the men for everything, yo.
I don't blame the men. I blame the writers and the producers and the stupid women that follow them.
Oh,
Sorry,
wow.
I love women.
Oh.
You know I love women. No. I'm pro woman. I'm a feminist, but some of them they're just not smart. That's all I'm gonna say. That was it.
All right.
That's another. We gotta get on. That's for another show. Ooh,
If you need someone that's strong in opinion, we got Dom, man, Queen Dom. You know, but
respect Queen Dom. I see you.
Yeah, even though she does have her feminist
what I think
behavior.
I'm gonna say this quick. I think the main lesson in Love Jones is you gotta get the right friends around you in your relationship. It's very important to have friends in your relationship, but you really gotta have the right ones because seeds get planted. And this shows she got horrible advice from Lisa Nicole Carson about what she did that ended up ruining the relationship. Darius had horrible advice about how to deal with the situation, and even afterwards, and only in the end, when they stopped listening to their friends, did they have the moment where they actually could maybe see each other eye to eye in the rain, which, you know, that ain't black at all. But anyway, I digress. They finally kind of took out it's the same thing that the man did. You see how they had their little house parties? Like, that's very important, I think, to do when you're in a long relationship. but you still need to have not the friends that you're so much aligned with, but the people who honestly are of value to your relationship, the people that say things that enhance your relationship, not the funniest ones, not the ones that you've known the longest, but the men and the women who are actually giving great and sound advice. And they were surrounded by horrible advice givers.
Well, it wasn't most of them, all of them was like single friends anyway.
Yeah, no, well, because remember in the
okay.
house party, in the house they were childhood friends, and they would have like their meetups, and like and they used to do that all the time in the 2000s. I used to love that, doing that with people in New York, where it would just be people just linking up and couples hanging out.
Yeah, no, I
You'll see
understand
breakups
their
during
childhood.
charades. Well, I tell you, the charades game.
Yeah, no, I understand
So,
their childhood friends, but I'm talking
but at
about
the same
like
time,
as far as status wise, they was like all single, right?
Yeah,
The
but I
ones that was
think
giving up- yeah, go ahead.
I think
No.
it doesn't too much matter
Remember
because
Darius brought them in to a couples. Yeah.
so I'm about to jump off, but I did want to say this. I agree with what the Funk was saying. One of the things is this, you know, when you have relationships, especially if you see that relationship progressing to a certain lengthy kind of style, I'll say this. The advice that I got from my homies became more valuable once they grew to love my lady. Once they grew to love my lady, at some point, the conversations were less like, yeah, man, I feel you. The conversations transitioned to, well, come on, son, think about it though, man. Look at where she comes from though, man. She's a Virgo like me, bro. You know how we get. And what happens is, that's why I think it's important for your friends to be friends of the couple. It has to be friends of that unified front. You get what I'm saying? Because at some point, it's not going to be about single and married. It's going to be people that actually have love for the union and both pieces of that union. And I think that the advice and even the movements that take place after that, it's going to be synonymous with some sort of connection to that union,
Right.
But fellas, that was just that little piece of dropping on y'all, man.
Absolutely,
I
Chef.
definitely support the family.
Appreciate
And
it, Chef.
I appreciate you guys. Whenever you guys wrap up, I got something going on. It's called Mission Impossible Conflict Resolution. And it'll be something interesting. So you log in late, hit the rewind and check it out, man. I appreciate you guys.
Okay, definitely for sure.
And I'm gonna drop the StreamYard too.
Okay. Do you want to promote your channel real quick, Chef?
Oh, my channel is, thank you. It's Chef CHEF Choupino CHOUPINO, and it's on YouTube. I appreciate you guys. You'll see this picture there, and just like, subscribe, and join the movement, man. I'm normally on a show called Conversations with King. I normally do some cooking on the show, but this one we're gonna cook a little different recipe tonight. So come by and join in. I appreciate all of you guys. Bless.
Much love, brother. Later.
Man.
All day. Much love.
Yeah. So don't forget, you guys, take the time, to give him a follow, on his IG, and also subscribe to his YouTube channel as well, too.
Yeah.
He is the actual chef.
Yes, he is.
Let me see, best in the world. What you think about the number one question?
My DJ voice hates Chef because Chef shouldn't be making money reading audio books. No cap. I hate his. I appreciate his message, but I hate his voice. He be talking panties off women. I'm hating. He's got one of the best voices on YouTube.
The best voices on YouTube, and
he be saying
loves
stupid
him.
shit maybe, and it still be sounding deep. Because of his voice.
Yo, everybody loves Chef, man. Everybody loves Chef. Literally everybody, man. There's no person I don't know that don't like Chef. Everybody loves him. How do I feel about the Love Jones movie? What I think we can learn.
I just told you. I hate his voice, but I got love for Chef.
What people can learn from it is that what I took away from it was love never fails. If you really love somebody and you're willing to persevere and work through it, it can work. I do believe that both of them had toxic characteristics, you know what I mean, when it comes to relationships and love and trying to understand each other. But I do believe that they fought through it and persevered, and that's what we all strive to do. I don't think it always works out. I think nowadays people just got too many options, and due to having so many options, the pride is out of control. Like you got somebody and they look like Magilla Gorilla, and they think that they are they think they the next, Idris Alba or Shamar Moore or something. Like you like, homie, like, do you see yourself? Like, come on, man. And you
You
stink
said
too.
you
Like,
said they look like Mumra?
yeah, yeah. You know what I mean? And they stink. And homie think that he's bomb. Like, bro, take a shower first, at least. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like that's what be happening because people have too many options, man. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, come on in, D. You know what I'm saying? Want to see you, bro. And that's really the issue, man. That's really the main issue. People just got too many options. You know what I mean? Like that's really what it is. So, um, yeah, man, that's what we can learn from it. You know, what you think, M3?
Mm. So, yeah, I just think like what we can learn from the movie, man, is that you just gotta be realistic, man, in your approach, the way how you handle this situation, and just know what you're getting into. You know, especially when you're accepting advice from, and like I said, don't have to be single, married people, whatever, but you're accepting, bad advice from people that doesn't have, from people that don't really have your best interests, or they just looking at your dating life as a joke. So when you like, which I like the way how Shelf put it down because, if you're talking to somebody, right, to like your group of friends, and they don't take you seriously, and they think everything is like a joke, that's the way how they're going to approach the situation and give you that type of advice. But someone who's pretty much aligned with that person, they're going to try to help give you the best advice as much as possible, to make that relationship work. As far as like, the whole movie aspects and all that, I mean, honestly, in the modern day society, unfortunately, you can't really give your heart like that. You could try, but people just go over the top, man, and they look at you like you're weak, or they'll look at you like you're a simp. You're gonna have the guys be like, "Oh, he's simping." You're gonna have the girls be like, girl, like, I've been through this before or whatever. Like, he ain't the only guy. No, damn well ain't no guy like serenading you like he's doing. Mad hard simping. But you're filling up their egos, man. And like I said before,
Ego.
I don't really take pride into like trying to be the man to try to get someone to pretty much ruin their relationship with their spouse or with their boyfriend just to try to get with me. I'd rather just be like, hey, look, if you're feeling me, you're feeling me, but I'm not going to be playing this cat and mouse type of game, just be like the side piece dude and be like, okay, yeah, I'll take you in, but, come back, you could go to your dude, but, while you're missing me, but come back, right, when you're finally finished. So there's so many different variables with that, man, like with that movie. It's cool, it's entertaining to watch, but it's not something that you want to be serious enough to take advice from. Just learn from the opposite pretty much. Be realistic, in life. Damn well life ain't like no Disney movie. And that's where a lot of people get caught up in. People get caught up in these fairy tales. They watch like the love and basketball, like Dom said, or they watch like the Aladdin movies and they feel like your dreams will actually like come true as long as you stick around, for like 10 years plus, give your heart until the woman finally submits and be like,
nope.
Oh, I see you as a good person. Like 15 years later, after you just get ran through by like a couple of trucks, right? You want to come back now. But I think that should be the learning experience right there. Why women take a long time to come back to you? Okay, they don't never show that the backstory about leaping from Tyrone to Chad to
Michael,
Lester or whatever to Michael. You know what I mean? By the time she gets to you,
Brian,
she already been through
Lester.
Brian, you know,
Lester.
Yeah, all of them. Lester,
Yeah.
Brian,
you know?
Jose. Yeah.
Lester,
Yeah.
you know Lester can't read, so Lester was laying pipe.
Right.
He was laying it down another way. Yeah.
You know, you messing around with dudes with Jack and
with a
Paul
name like
Trey.
Lester, he better be.
Damn.
Yeah. Lester. No, I ain't gonna go there, but yeah. And now you're going over to the person who finally patiently waited with his roses in his hands and flowers for so long. And then he's all happy and you're happy and you found it, you saw the error of your ways and you guys are living happily ever after. You know? And that's why these guys are messed up. Excuse my allergies, but that's why a lot of these men are so messed up right now. It's because we watch too much television and we believe it's going to work. Look, man. I was a victim. I used to believe like the Disney stuff would work. You know. Now was I like mad simping, like giving girls money and all that? Hell no. You know, I'm a little too cheap for that. But still, thank God for that trait. But I used to think that all I gotta do is just pretty much follow my heart, and just be patient and just show her that I'm not like the other guys. I'm different, girl. Way different. Girl. Okay? Please, baby, please, just give me a chance. Give me a chance. To make it right.
Come back home.
Y'all having a moment.
This is medication, man.
Very young.
All right, let me stop, man. We got like 3 more questions of this piece, man. All right. Number 2.
All right.
Dom, are you still here?
I'm here.
Okay,
I'm letting someone in. Hi, Darrell. He's in.
What up, Darrell? Wait, hold on. Is it Darrell or is it Daryl? I just want to make sure I'm pronouncing it right. But you're muted.
You're on mute, Daryl.
My bad.
Yeah, so it is Daryl.
Oh, I called you Darrell. Sorry.
You know what is people say both. My bad. I was still setting up. I'm chilling. How you guys doing tonight?
We're doing pretty good.
What is it with the sexist comments? If someone else says you guys and forgets that I'm here, everyone.
How you doing, my lady?
Thank you.
Oh, Lord.
All right.
Well, Queen, if you were cammed up, he would have noticed.
Because that picture is a pink sweater. Mind your business, because I'm at work.
Men are visual.
Yeah, get no pink sweater. It's
creatures.
Right.
Okay, I'm just letting you know we're visual.
Say WP phone. Okay. Darrell, what up, baby?
Man, I'm chilling, man. You know me, man. Same old. I guess I gotta talk here because the camera right here. I'm using my iPhone these days. I'm just showing everybody that you can just do YouTube off an iPhone. It's just a whole thing I'm doing.
Yes, sir.
But, for the most part, I'm doing good, man. In the studio, just same old.
Got you.
What's up, man?
I like the vibes, man. I like the color, background, all that, bro. It's cool. I love it.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Nice little ambiance,
I appreciate that, M3. How you doing today?
I'm doing all right, man. My allergies is kind of like at an all-time high right now, so I took my medication and I'm kind of drifting a little bit, but your boy's good.
Y'all was talking about Dolph. Is that correct?
Well, we was talking about we're still like on Love Jones first, and then after the 3 more questions, then we won't get to young Dolph. What's up, Queen?
Hi guys, sorry.
Hey, Queen.
You good?
How you doing, Queen?
Hello, people.
Yeah.
What's up, Rock? What's up, Daryl the Rock from the garden?
How you doing, man?
What happened?
I was about to say something nice to you, and then you had to be on the guy's side and be sarcastic.
Aww.
I didn't be sarcastic. I was talking to the guys. I said, "What's up, guys?"
You
I
said
can hear you.
cool.
Let's rewind, Damo.
You said hi.
Hi, lady.
Hi. You know what? It's okay because I don't. I'm about to not identify as nothing but a
Oh
unicorn.
wow. Okay. That's another show. That's a whole nother show.
Hey, I forgot that if we had like 6 people, like what's the name, WT's Funk's live will pretty much get booted because he got that Germany internet. Hopefully,
damn.
he'll be back. Hopefully.
Well, I won't
Hopefully.
stay on. I won't stay on the whole time. Because you know where I'm at, right? So
Yeah. We know where to find you if we
you
need
know,
you.
because you know I gotta go to sleep every now and then. You know that's what you say, M3.
Exactly. Don't worry, we're gonna have like the wake up queen clocks coming soon. So
we're gonna go to Queen next, and then I'm gonna go to Queen.
What's the question?
We go to Queen, Donald, then go to UD.
yeah, we gotta hurry up and get to the number 2 one. So are modern relationships able to experience the type of relationship displayed by the main characters in the Love Jones movie? Queen, have you watched Love Jones before?
I can't remember, so I'm gonna say no.
Okay, no, that's fair though. Just to kind of give to you a brief, right? Larenz Tate, like he was one like the main characters, and oh my gosh, what's her name? Nia Long, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, yeah, was also one of the main characters as well too. And the whole point of the movie was basically, the way how you find your love is basically, be true to yourself. Those typical love stuff.
Okay.
Quit playing games and stop getting bad advice like from your horrible friends, and win her over with poetry and good smooth vocals and vocabs and all that good stuff. So yeah, but that's about it. What if we said, damn, I'm still here. If I need to make a point, I will make it in the chat.
Okay,
right, okay. But yeah.
All right, so Queen says no. Queen says no, so we're gonna move to Damo. Damo, what do you got to say?
I didn't say no.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I just said I know the premise of the movie now. I think anything's possible. I think it's the individual situation, and if both people are mature and willing to show that vulnerable side, I think any relationship is possible to happen. It's just the individuals that are in it, So yeah, I think anything's possible. I think you can have the romance, you can have this, you can have whatever you want. It's just who are you choosing that from? That's the question.
Okay.
You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful.
I hear you though. Gay Girl says movies glamorize, but modern relationships can absolutely be fulfilling and stable.
All right. Shout out to Gator Girl again. Gator Girl's going on, girl. Shout out to you.
As always. I'm glad you're here, Gator Girl,
Word.
Word.
I'm gonna get to Dom and then I'm gonna get to you, Daryl, and Best in the World. Dom, okay, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, of course. You guys know. I think all relationships exist. Everyone can have, all different types of relationships. I think that a lot of movies, sometimes they do like glamorize it, but a lot of things are based off real life. Like, like a lot of writers write from what they've seen or what they know or what they, even if they embellish just a little bit. So yeah, I think that love is, wonderful. Like, think of like Betty and Martha, who like live next door next to each other for like 30 years, and they're lesbian and they pretend to be best friends and they just live next door to each other. Like, that's love. Like, that's true fairy tale love. So yeah, I think especially in the modern world, and I think in the modern world, a lot of us, we're now more open to a lot of things. We're open. Guys are open to giving flowers and being more emotional. Women are open to wanting their man to, be more emotional and things like that. Like, so, guys are getting their nails done. Like, I like stuff like that. So yeah, so it's just like, I think the modern world, love is love. Everyone's loving everybody. You got, trans love and gay love and all types of love. So yeah, I think it's possible, especially in the modern world, because we just love more than the old school people. Like, we're happy. Not that old school people are miserable. Sorry, that wasn't what I was trying to say. That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
All right. I ain't gonna say nothing, but all right. All right, Daryl, I'm gonna let you speak.
Yeah, for me, I feel like life is full of possibilities. And because life is full of possibilities, like everyone else said, movies and music, it sensationalizes and romanticizes different ideals that maybe we wouldn't, like, we know it's a heavy exaggeration, but to think about the idea of falling in love, the idea of enjoying intimacy outside of like the physical realm, I think that that's a healthy thing that I wish all Black men would try to like more dive into that bag more, because a lot of inspiration from life can come from relationships that have that kind of setting where you falling in love. Like we all just said, music, art, sculptures, paintings, film, poetry, all of them flowing from like some beginning that all started with two people falling in love, two people being vulnerable, two people trusting each other, in every way, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally.
Okay. All right. Thanks for breaking it
You
down.
gotta give him a round of applause for that one. You gotta
Of
give him a round
course, definitely, for sure.
I wanted to say,
Oh, wait, what'd you say?
I wanted to say, oh, so bad.
Thank you.
You just said it. Oh.
Well, let's give everybody a round of applause, including like WT Funk as well, too, though. That was really good. Everybody's providing a great insight, so I definitely appreciate you guys for that.
All right, I'm gonna answer number 2 question. I mean, nah, man. It's not. Like I said, like people just got too many options, Like I think it depends on the relationship. Like it could happen, but with the level of ego and pride people got now, it's really hard to see that. But it could happen. I mean, it's not impossible, but nowadays, man, it's just too much going on, and we got a lot of this men versus women garbage now. I just wish everybody could unite, man. Everybody could unite, and we could just get off this hype. Like we could just get where we both are loving each other, taking care of each other, because both men and women need each other. We both are essential to each other, and we need to learn to appreciate each other on a human being level. And once we do that, then we can get to maybe friend level, then intimate level as well. But we got to just get the bare minimum. We're not even doing that. We're not even doing a bare minimum. Like we're not even doing that right now. So yeah. What are your thoughts on 3?
I'm always gonna say like anything is possible, but it's very rare. Like if you kind of compare it like modern relationships of today into like the movie world, like it's you're gonna have a hard time trying to find that perfect woman. Same thing for that woman trying to find that perfect man. Like, and then you have to understand that a lot of people, they kind of throw out this love word so much, but they fail to realize that love is like a temporary type of feeling. Like if for me to break it down, right, people love more of the feeling, that dopamine. They love that. They love the feeling of what that person can do, how they make them feel on the inside. But once you kind of get into like that relationship, and then that relationship feels kind of stale, are you going to continue to find new ways to, gain that experience back? And I think that when people get into these type of relationships, these modern people, they're all about into their feelings, but they don't strategically plan like, okay, what we're going to become in the long term. Everybody's too focused on short term relationships. You know, they're focused on like, okay, look, I need to get my benefits in at the moment, so let me go ahead and marry this person. But nobody like really talks about and say, okay, what will be my future in like 15 to 20 years will be like with this person? You know, will this person be the one or one that I'm going to actually call my wife or women like for my husband? Or are you just using this person as a temporarily, you know, like casual relationship, like casual dating, you know?
Hmm. You mind if I speak to that?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
I think that in my generation it's the exact opposite. The way that we like doing things is like, if it doesn't feel good to me, if I'm not happy, if it doesn't satisfy me, if it doesn't dot all the I's and cross all the T's, then why am I even entertaining it? And let me dive further into that, because a lot of the times where people get into relationships, and let me give you like a good example. I'm the kind of man that if I wanted you to be in shape when we got together, and right now I'm 30, by the time I'm 50, I expect you to be in shape as well. And it's because a lot of that comes with just discipline. That discipline is going to let me know that you really care about me, right? I'm not really into like conditionals, because when you say stuff like, not you specifically, but when people say stuff like the relationship grows stale, I then automatically like I begin to wonder, how does a sex life grow stale? How does intimacy grow? How does intimacy grow stale? How does conversation grow stale? It's like the things that you once you did these things almost effortlessly. If you have to give so much effort to do these things, I feel like you never really wanted it. You get what I'm saying? So for me, I believe that the effort that you come in with trying to get a woman, you should use that same effort to keep a woman. And a lot of people, they just don't. And women don't do the same thing. A lot of people on both sides, they let themselves go. They become comfortable. They, for example, I find myself every time I read something new, I talk to a girl that I like about it, right? At the end of the day, we're not talking about the same stuff all the time. Sometimes we're talking in the gym, sometimes I'm on the road. To me, it's all about growth, right? But a lot of people, they just, like you said, they become stale, like real stale, to the point where they want their girl to look at them like they super sexy, but they're not hitting the gym like somebody who's actually super sexy. And women do the same thing. Husband, do I look good in this dress? Do I look like et cetera, et cetera? But she knows she doesn't. And I'm not the kind of person that's willing to lie to you either. No, you don't look like this. But you would if you was eating strawberries instead of eating Twizzlers. You would if you walked outside every day. And this is not me really asking much out of you. This is the top layer is me wanting to enjoy you physically. But beneath it is me caring about your health, caring about your stamina, caring about how you feel about yourself genuinely. And I feel like these are the things that really matter in relationships, in my opinion, about as far as things that can really help people move forward in relationships is consistency. The things that you are doing to get somebody, you should continuously pile that on to keep that person. You get what I'm saying? That's how I move. Otherwise, it's going to be hard for me to really take you seriously as a person.
All right.
Definitely. Good.
All right.
Definitely. Thank you for making that point, bro. Like
Mhm.
that
No
honesty is,
doubt.
woo, man.
You got to
See,
be honest to your people, man. You know, and I feel like a lot of people are afraid to do that because people pushing so much pressure of like, oh, why you have to offend this person? Why you have to offend her like that? you should love her the way that she is, or accept her for that. And it's not like, you making these suggestions, or if you're not satisfied, like let's just say you're not satisfied because she's not complying, and so your last result is like, okay, well, I'm just gonna walk away, before I do something and cheat. Now people's gonna look at you like you're an asshole because you have like fat acceptance communities that pushes that narrative, but you just want your woman to be healthy. You want your woman to be in shape. I mean, I feel like every guy would want that for the woman, and if you want to kind of decrease part of the temptations, I feel like, women should kind of take that, that hearing seriously. And at the same time, vice versa, if we have an expectation for someone, we need to like, maybe be the ones to lead by example, if possible. So, because I know, like on the flip side, and I'm just saying, like in most men in general, some of them are out of shape and he's still looking for this like slim, thick type of top model. But you have to. I believe that whatever you want, you need to be like-minded and entwined with that person. Just like bodybuilders. I'll just use bodybuilders as an example. For every woman who's like maybe fit or whatever, or got a little bit of muscle, she's always going to look for the man that has bigger muscle than her, or a man that's in better shape than her, because women want a man that they could look up to. But if you want these things, you want this woman to be in shape, and you're not in shape yourself, and I'm talking about you're not even trying to. It's a difference. Like you're trying to get there, but if you're not even trying at all, period, but you want this woman to put the effort into it, then I'm just gonna say like, guys are just gonna be disappointed, because reality will hit.
I feel you in 3. I feel you.
I agree.
Yeah. I gotta welcome. Yeah. I gotta welcome BJ Eddie King real quick.
Yeah.
What's up, BJ Eddie King?
What's going
I'm
on?
gonna pass it right to DJ Eddie, but hold on, I just gotta say one statement, then we can pass it right to DJ Eddie for the number 3 question. We can let him rock on next. I know we gotta move along. But yeah, man, I just want to say, I like my woman big, healthy. She got to be big, but I want to be healthy, but she got to be big. You know what I mean? Like she got to eat, man. You know what I mean? Like that's for me. But and I always say, I don't, I know in theory we say, a woman wants a man to look up to. A woman wants a man that she can look up to. I don't want a woman looking up to me. You know what I mean? You look up to your father, a god, or your uncle, something like that. I want you to be my woman. I don't want you to look up to me. Like, you know what I mean? But everybody different. Everybody wants something different. And see, I think that's the key thing too. Like everybody wants something different nowadays. I mean, I'm not saying Love Jones is dated. You know what I mean? But it kind of is, because there's so many different variations of relationships. You know what I mean? Like there's not one kind of consistent thing. Y'all feel me? Like it's just so many different like types of relationships. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's a big thing. But in 3, I know DJ Eddie here. DJ Eddie, what's good, baby? You know what I mean?
It's the best of both worlds. What's going on, man? All right, I see you.
Our music coordinator.
All right, what's going on, Mr.
Music coordinator.
How you doing, sir?
Yeah.
All right, King. All right, Queen and Dom Queen. What's going on, y'all?
What's up, Eddie?
Hey. But go ahead.
Hey, M3, give DJ Eddie the number 3 question, man. Give him number 3.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. What's that?
No, we're giving number 3. I'll tell him I gave the girl.
Oh, number 3. Mm-hmm.
I'm back.
Yeah, girls in the building. Hold on, actually, Dom, you go ahead and read the number 3 question for me.
Hey.
Man, my fault.
How you doing, Dom?
I'm doing good. I'm making stuff on Cricut.
That's good. That's good.
Yes.
That's good. We working on them t-shirts. I actually made a t-shirt that said "Free
Dom
Dom."
coming soon.
So
Yes,
I
I got the t-shirt.
I just printed out a dark pink and a light pink vinyl. All I have to do is iron it on, and I'm not missing a finger. So like I'm like getting it together.
Yes.
Hey Dom, do me a favor. Read the number 3 question for me.
Oh, okay. Number 3 question. Do modern men understand chivalry and romance? And do modern women know how to accept chivalry and romance? Huh. Oh, am I?
That's for DJ. That's for DJ Eddie. That's for DJ Eddie. DJ Eddie's kicking it off.
That's for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you kicking it off, bro. Yeah.
I was going to answer the number 2 question, but no, I'm gonna go ahead and let Dom speak on that because she seemed like she wanted to say something.
Oh, thank you. See,
Okay.
I just want. Okay, so I think that I think modern men definitely understand that. To be honest, in my mind, modern men, they understand it and they also don't care about it in a sense of when they hold the door open for you, they're not like, oh, well, I hold the door open for this woman because she's supposed to say things like, they're just like, oh, okay, I hold the door open. That's what men do. Not a big deal. I think that when they do think about chivalry and romance, it's more of like, oh, okay, I brought my girl 1,000 roses. All I have to do is order it online. It's not a big deal. Like, so I think that they do care about it. But then I think also, like me, I think a lot of women too are not caring about it so much. Like, we don't feel like, oh, if you don't buy me flowers every day, you don't love me. We don't feel like we need to show that we're getting all this and getting all that from our man. Like, for me, Bay is not romantic at all, but it's really just because he's from another country and they don't do all that holidays and Valentine's Day and all that. And I'm okay because I'm very picky. So our relationship is tell me what you want and I'll buy it. Send me the link and I'll buy it. So, and it works for me because I'm picky and I'm a little crazy and I'll be like, why'd you waste your money on that when I don't like that? So it works for us. So I think that in the modern world, it's not about them not wanting to do it. I think it's more about just relationships are changing. The dynamics are changing. What people want and need and really care about is changing. I think a lot of the romance stuff, people want to do it because John is calling me. People want to do it because social media, I want to show that he loves me. But they don't really care. They just want people to see that they got roses. I don't care if you say I got roses because I get whatever I want. So I don't got to show it to the world. So yeah, I just think relationships are changing. I don't think people are forgetting or not wanting to do it or, understanding it or not understanding it. I think relationships are just changing and some people feel like they don't have to. Some women are accepting not to have it when they do want it. Some men are not caring. I just think things are different. Things are different. That's my number one answer. Wow. The world is different, and I think it's
took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, also, let me say this. I think women are scared in general to accept stuff from men because we have this whole thing where, these women are gold diggers, blah, blah, blah. I don't pay for dates. Bay knows that. Sometimes I may take him out to do something special for him, but I don't pull out my credit card. And when I do, he's like, oh, you gonna pay? Like, don't be scared to get some roses or ask for some. Like, you're not a gold digger for that. That was it. Vagina's not free. PSA.
But Dom, there are some women out there, Dom, that do not like men paying for them. For some apparent reason, I don't know why. Maybe they can have this mindset to where they don't want the man to think that they can't pay for their own shit.
That's exactly what it is, Eddie. That is.
Oh, that's what it is.
I don't care about that. I could pay for my own stuff, and I know that. So you also gonna pay for this meal, and you also gonna pay for this gas. Nah, I love Bay. I do a lot for him, so it's.
Wait. Okay, so I have a question, Dom.
Yeah.
So excluding your dude, your African buddy, the men prior, have you ever paid for their date?
Not unless I was doing it to for your birthday or for something nice or because I wanted to. I wouldn't. I also would say I never told someone, hey, you have to pay for a date. I never looked for someone who had the money to pay for a date. I always say I've been spoiled in relationships, but I never look for it. I don't go, oh, I have to date the guy that has money. All the guys I dated have different bank accounts, different upbringings, different backgrounds, different personalities. It just happens that I've gotten lucky that every single guy that I've been with has been that provider type of person, and then I think it's also my personality and how I am and what I do in a relationship and what I bring. And it's just like, oh, let me pay for her. So it's just, I think everybody likes to pay for me everywhere I go. Oh my God, I get free drinks at the bar for no reason. So I don't think it's, I never looked for that or, it's just, I've just got lucky all the time. All of my relationships.
Wait. Free drinks at the bar. Where this bar at? We need to go.
I've got free drinks for me and Bay. Well, I always get free drinks everywhere. Free drinks, free tickets, free pizza. No, we still like.
Okay. Well, excuse me. Let me just ask you this last question, and then we'll get to other people. But okay, have you ever called someone, initiate to go on a date, and then expecting for them to pay? Like, okay, like meaning like, have you ever said, hey, like I want to go to such and such, or indirectly hinted to the guy, it would be nice if we could go out to like, I was gonna say the mountains, but I don't know, Lake Chabot, whatever place that you go that you could just like go to, like get something to eat or whatever that's expensive, and then he'll take you there and just pay for it.
I would say I'm a relationship type of person. I'm always most of the people that I've always been in relationships. Like that's just it. I'm a relationship person, so I've never had to ask. The only time that I've asked is when I was in a relationship, but prior to the relationship, I mean, they always wanted to go out on a date. If we were seeing each other, that's how we were seeing each other, unless like, like I've had one or two people that I just loved and we just watch anime and Netflix or whatever. But usually that's not how it is. It's usually, hey, what's up? I want to take you out on a date. Hey, hello, I want to take you out on a date. Hey, what are you doing? We're going out to eat, or, I don't even ask. Like, it just I don't know how to explain it, which is why when women ask me, oh, you think a man is supposed to or supposed to, it's not that I think he's supposed to, it's just what I'm used to. I've just never had anything different.
Okay. Let me shout out to the homie H2. H2, I see you in the building, bro. I got a question for Damo real quick, and then I think D want to say something. I see it in his face. But yeah, man. So Damo, okay, and it's not even a question. It's probably more of a statement, and it's not even a question. Okay, so you say you've always dated, right? Okay, now, and y'all never have crossed to that point where you've actually gotten married to somebody, correct?
No.
Okay,
I wasn't ready for that. I just turned 28. I'm about to be 29.
I don't know your history, girl. So, with that being said, like, okay, you do understand that once you get married, or maybe even bring a kid into your dynamic, that things are going to change in your relationship. You do understand that, correct?
Oh yeah, of course. If we have a kid, number one, I'm not gonna be even telling Bae let's go out all the time. Like we got a family now. Like things a little bit different. I could cook very well. We could do dinners in the house. I'll set up the table, the candles, the flowers. But we don't have any kids. We don't have any responsibilities. And we actually were trying for a kid and put that on hold really quick. We just decided last week to do a few things. So I'm like, I really do have like 2 more years. I could wait till 30. So yeah, but we don't have kids. If we did, that'd be different. If I know Bae's, I don't know his pockets know it because of course he's a man. That's not my business. But I know enough to know what restaurants to not go to know when to use it, to pull out my phone for a coupon I got online, or to know I know these things. So it's not like just because we go out all the time and he pays all the time, I'm running through his pockets. Not at all, But like I said, even if I wanted to pay, he wouldn't let me. So I don't know what you guys want me to do. That's why I always explain. I don't ask for these things. I don't say you have to do these things. I don't say any of that. But
no, I'm not accusing you. I'm not accusing you of anything, Damo. I'm not even talking about money as far as that. I'm talking about the whole dynamic.
Things will change. We're gonna have a kid. Our kid comes first. I would hope that things would change. I wouldn't want him to, be buying this and buying that and do. Even now, sometimes I say no to stuff. Sometimes because
okay.
That's expensive. I didn't really need that. But when I do, he loves me. He likes buying me stuff. That's not my fault. That's my life.
I love Damo, man. I love Damo. Damo, I love you. You already know that.
I'm very good to him, okay? So I deserve it.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Damo. We gotta get to. Wait, hold on, DJ. We gotta get to Daryl real quick. I don't want to lose his train of thought.
No, for me, no, you good, we good. For me, I think that, for one, yeah, everything Damo just said was crazy, but because like every relationship is different to me based on the preferences of the two people in those relationships, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like chivalry, I'm not sure about chivalry, man. I'm not even sure if we would call it chivalry like how you guys' generation called it. That's why I was trying to sit up here and like really think about the romance part. Yes, I think there's hella people today that's romantic. I'm 31, so it's hella people my age and older that's romantic, but chivalry, to me, that's different, bro. That's like going to like the mother and father asking for marriage, having a plan that's a structure that she can feel comfortable under, and, something that she can say, listen, he's leading me and this is how, right? To me, that comes along with chivalry. A lot of dudes not really preparing to do that with women these days because, to be honest, they don't really need to get everything that they want from most of the women. You don't really need to, and that becomes an excuse, and men use it. Um, the woman that I like right now, she is like, she's basically not, she's not here unless you about to marry her, right? So she has a standard. Her standard is chivalry, and a lot of women don't have that standard, and because of that, a lot of young men and some older men, they take advantage of it. Let's just be real about it. But that's how I feel about the dating climax right now in America. I'm sorry. I know my camera's here, my computer over here, and you guys over there, but that's how I feel about it. Ultimately, is chivalry. I'm not gonna say chivalry is dead, but I think unless you meet somebody who you just extremely intimate with, I think people like to use the term soul ties. Unless you have something like that going on, I don't think that every encounter between a man and a woman or a woman and a man is going to be a chivalrous encounter. I don't think so.
Okay.
Ooh, I take back what I said. I thought chivalry was like when you open the door, like opening the door, opening the car door.
That's what I thought.
I'm also
No,
very,
no.
I'm in school because I want to be a nurse. So I am
That's
smart.
part
okay?
of chivalry.
But,
That's part of
Yeah.
chivalry.
but when I was answering the chivalry, I was definitely answering about like opening the door, opening the car door, like things like that, like grabbing the bag when I got all the bags because I'm a brat.
Mhm.
I don't carry bags. So yeah, doing things like that. I thought was chivalry.
Yeah.
I carry bags for my clients 60 hours a week. I'm not carrying bags on the weekend.
Well, what is
Yeah.
your definition, M3, when it comes to chivalry? Like, what do you mean? 'Cause I
Well,
thought-
chivalry is like a courteous type of, like, especially towards women. It's like a courteous type of behavior.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yes, it's like like opening doors and just being kind. I'll say that, but you're also, it's like the knight in shining armor. Like you're also, um, providing your protection. Your guidance to the woman. You know, you're basically like keeping her secure, safe. You know, kind of like what knights are supposed to do. They keep their townspeople safe.
Yeah.
So when they use that term chivalry, it's like the knight in shining armor type effect. But people, they
Mhm.
do switch it up, and they have the gentleman effect. And I mean, I feel like it's natural because I mean, we was already taught, hey, if somebody's behind you, you better open the door for them. You know, we don't think of it like, oh, well, we're doing this just to try to like score some brownie points. No, it just sometimes like you get entering like the same door and somebody's behind you. It's just like common sense, like or just common courtesy. Common courtesy is like you just hold the door open for them. That's all. I
Yep.
mean, I ain't gonna go out my way and open some other woman's car door and be like, "Hey, baby, you get in." I'm not about to do all that and get strapped and get arrested
So it's
or get me
levels.
too.
It's levels to chivalry, right?
Yeah, it's certain levels
Most
though. Right?
definitely. Most definitely.
Yeah, I could be chivalrous, but I'm not gonna cross no boundaries like doing that. Fuck
Most
no.
definitely. I'm gonna get the queen real quick. I do want to get to the young Dolph thing, man. We got one more question for the young Dolph thing.
I about to say,
The
Mr.
queen.
Best in the world. In order to be chivalrous, you have to have commitment, respect, trust, and compassion. Those like
Woo.
those are the four things, like the four pillars of chivalry.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Great example, man. Yo,
I agree.
get that horn for him one more time. Hit that horn for him. Come
I
on, bro.
agree.
Oh,
Yeah.
it'll take a while for it to load up.
Yeah.
I got you.
So Queen, I know you're awake. Queen, you here? You
I'm
awake, Queen?
here. I'm
Okay.
here. Don't play with me.
All right,
Y'all
number
better stop
3 for you,
playing with
Queen.
me.
Number
He
3.
just making sure like you got your eyes wide open. That's all.
Whatever.
Yeah, number 3.
Oh man.
Can you put it on there?
Chivalry is an action for sure. That's what Gator Girl said. What's up, Gator Girl? Huh?
Oh, you
Long
know,
time
no,
no see,
I'm
Gator
tripping.
Girl.
I got you. Excuse me.
Do modern men understand chivalry and romance? And do modern women know how to accept chivalry and romance, Queen?
Modern men. What
Oh,
age
Lord.
bracket is the modern man you're talking about?
I'm talking any man between 25 to about 45. We'll go 25 to 45.
Okay.
Because anything below 25, I think you're still maturing.
Yeah.
About 25, you kind of have a base level understanding. About 35, I think you get complete understanding. And then about 45, your prime is starting to end, but you are refined as a man. You are a complete man, I think, about 45. In my eyes. Yeah.
I do think it's understood. I think I want to say I feel like half of the women will accept it and half will see it as like, I don't need you. I can do it on my own, kind of thing. I do think, I've seen it both ways. I've seen men who are in that age bracket who don't understand what that means, because of what they were taught and what they see. And they can see it as weakness. And I've seen women saying, I don't need a man to do that for me. But then I've seen the opposite too. So I think it just depends. I think people understand it, but it's whether they want to appreciate it, and I think Daryl touched on that. I'm not sure who said it, but I think men have to have the space to show it, because I think sometimes the modern woman can have a demeanor that they don't need a man. Not all, but, and so it can be frowned upon, which makes another man not want to do it for the next one because he got used and abused. So just like vice versa, I never allowed, well, if you ask me out, I let you take care of it. But if I don't know you like that and we're just hanging out, I never let a man pay for me, because in my mindset, I didn't want anyone to think that they were owed something later because they paid for dinner, because I didn't know them.
Yeah.
So
like you owe a phone call or something. Like.
Yeah, well, they were going to get on a behind whooping. But we're not going to go there. You know what I mean? So, I think it just needs to be taught. I've seen little kids, like little boys, help their sisters up, or, open doors, or help an older woman hold the door for an older woman, or pick something up. So I think it just all depends. It can be taught and it can be learned at such a young age, but I think it's what's valued to that family, whether they want to instill it into the child. So, yeah. So that's my answer.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna answer real quick. I'm gonna answer real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna answer real quick, and then we could we go to
DJ Eddie.
Yeah, we go DJ Eddie. But yeah, I would say it depends on the person and the experience, man. But I think a lot of times, it depends on the person and the experience. That's what I could say, and I think that's just life in general. But I do feel like a lot of times, we have a culture where it's like, all right, some people are into the culture where it's like, all right, do you drink and you smoke, and I drink and I smoke, so we good. But how long will that last? Can I really carry into a relationship? You know what I'm saying? Some people are like, well, Are you about getting the bag? Because I'm about getting the bag. But how long does that last in a relationship? I think the basic levels and essentials of relationships are somewhat lost nowadays, and people are not having a clear understanding of what real relationships are. And I think based on that, hey, Grizz, what up, man? You know what I mean?
What's happening?
What's happening? But yeah, man. With that being said, yeah, I think both can have both need to be. I think all of us, because of the generation we came from, whether it was the crack era, whether it was the after crack era, whatever it was, because most of us were born in the 80s and 90s, and that's when crack was really popping.
85.
I think we all need like an education on relationships, man. I think we all need that. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I think we do have a lot of dysfunction, and we do have a lot of different things that's going on in our relationships or have gone on. Most of us didn't come from 2-parent homes, so I think with that causes a lot of dysfunction. So I think we all need a course in relationships, and we all could probably need therapy and a lot of other things too. Real talk for real. But I mean, it just takes us getting to that point and really having that realization of all the trauma and things that we've gone through, because those things can last you for a long time. You know what I mean? So H2, thank you, bro. And that's really the real deal Holyfield. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I feel. But I'm gonna pass the DJ Eddie King, Grizz, you after that, then M3.
Well, actually, Grizz gonna have to jump into excuse me. You're gonna have to jump into a Young Dolph one because we're gonna have to wrap this Love Jones stuff after DJ Eddie. Then we're gonna jump into that topic. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like when it comes to dates and being nice and things like that. Yes, I'll hold the door for I'll hold the door open for a woman, like any woman. Not no car door though. That's not unless she my woman. But other than that, I wouldn't do it. But as far as like paying for anything, if I was to take a woman on a date or whatever, I would ask her, would you do the honors or you want me to do the honors? Because a lot of women do not like men paying for them. They do not like that. A lot of them, and because I remember, I made a mistake, and I did that. She said, "I don't need you to pay for me. Why are you paying for me?" I was like, "What?" In my mind, I thought that's how. I'm used to doing that. I'm used to doing that. So I'm like, if she was to ask me out, hey, let's go to Hot Wings or something like that. I'm going to assume that she paid because she asked me to come out here. When we get there, she's expecting me to pay. Yes, I might feel some type of way about that. Yeah, I'll pay. But just the thing though, when it comes to relationship, I think, as far as being a therapist, I think but it's just from the right people. If two couples that are good together, that as a team, you can learn from them. You can talk to them. They'll talk to you back. They'll show you the way. They'll show you the ropes. I think that, we need to talk to some older folks. These youngsters, they need to talk to some older folks to know where relationship is, man. Because a lot of them don't know. And even including the ones in their 30s and 40s. Sometimes you got to talk to a 70, 80-year-old, about relationships. And it's not wrong with that. It's not wrong with that. But some people sometimes they don't want to do it because they feel like, man, I don't want this guy or this lady thinking that, well, she gave me advice and this and that, like I owe her or something. I don't want them to think like, well, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have known about this. You wouldn't have known about. That's why the majority of people don't reach out and talk to anybody. They think that they owe them something, or they think that they create and build their life or something just by giving them advice. So that's why the majority of people don't really open up and say anything. So they try to learn on their own. But you can't do it like that. If you don't know what you're doing, talk to somebody that know. Okay, but that's my note on that.
Yeah. I know we're gonna move on. I just have a really quick comment to what Eddie said about the girl not, allowing him to pay. My aunt always told me, let a man do what men do. As soon as you keep telling him, I don't need this, I don't need that, don't do this, don't do that, no, he's gonna feel like, well, what am I here for? And then that's when he starts to cheat. Men do like to provide, like whether they're providing wholly or not, they do like it. Some do like it.
Yeah.
So if he wants to pay for your
That's
dinner,
true.
let him pay for your dinner. There's nothing wrong with that, because as soon as you keep telling him no, you ain't gonna be eating nothing. Let me just
Wait,
tell
am
you
I
that.
hearing this from Damo? Am I hearing this from Damo?
Dumbo, she tried to cause a scene.
I'm like,
Is
you
Damo
this. Leave me alone.
Yeah, this is a while back, man. She tried to cause a scene in a restaurant. I was like, hey, look, check this out. You go ahead and you pay for your own meal. You don't need to draw a scene. You're getting too loud. You know, go ahead, pay for your own meal. Pay for mine. That's it. And then, you know, after that, you know, I didn't call her back after that. Because,
on you.
I don't blame you
people,
for not throwing it back.
I'm saying
I don't blame you.
you are drawing a big scene. You're being loud and you're angry because I want to pay for the meal. You know, I was confused. You know, I'm thinking that, hey, I'm thinking that as a man, this is the ropes I got to do. This is the ropes I got to jump through. You know, to make a woman feel comfortable, make a woman feel good. You know, but some of these women, man, they do not like that.
Because the reason why is because of that is because I feel like some of the women, they've been hurt by so many men, and also too, not just that, but also on the fact that, okay, you know what, my mama did this, my mama did this, and you know what, my mama did this without no man, and this something that so this, and also too, this is something I've actually heard from a woman, like, you know, my mama did this, my mama did that for me, you know, she don't need no man, so, you know, I'm following what my mama did. But me personally, I've had like $200-300. I've actually had $400-500 in my pocket. The very first thing I did with my wife was I said, hey baby, come on, we're gonna go out to eat right quick. She said, who's paying? I am. Off top. And because I know, and plus also too, us raising a young prince, I'm gonna tell my mom, like, yo, pay for dinner, open the door, because like, I pride myself on doing anything for my wife, or whether it's paying for dinner, cooking dinner, or just, you know, just being a gentleman all around.
I've heard women say, listen, don't open the door for me. I got a bag. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, they'll sit up and say, I be telling these girls, I be telling these hoes, y'all need a bag, sweetheart. Okay? You don't need no man open the door for you and this and that. Get a bag. I've heard women say that. You know,
bag.
I open the door.
Good money,
I open the door.
and I still leave the door open.
That's what she was telling me. She was telling me
Eddie,
that. I was like, you know what I did? You know what I did? I grabbed her, brought her ass back out and closed the door. I said, you open the door then.
Run, Eddie. When you hear that, run.
You gotta run forward, run.
You know, I remember, you know, my parents had, you know, have 6 kids. I mean, my mom passed away, but I remember going home when I was in college, you know, visiting back home, and me and my dad would be kind of in the area where my mom worked. And I was like, hey, I want to go see mom. He was like, okay, let's pick her up some flowers. And we would go to her job and just drop off flowers and lunch or something. So, you know, even with 6 kids and grandkids, that romance was still there. So that's what I was taught. Like, it's not so much as about the big things, it's just little things.
Yeah.
Favorite flower, the favorite color of the flower, you know, little things.
Mm-hmm.
But if someone tell you that, Eddie, run. Don't call her no more.
Oh yeah,
block her.
That's what
ignore
happened.
her.
That's what happened. Look, it's a way how you say things. You don't get loud and cause a scene because you mad because I want to pay for the meal. You know, yeah, I had deleted her number, blocked her. I did everything. You know, it's the way. If she could have been like, oh no, it's okay, I can pay for my own meal. I'd have been like, oh okay, oh cool. You know, more money in my pocket. You know, but she decided, what are you doing? I don't need you to pay for my meal. Like, even though we was having a good conversation for like about 2 hours, and she was like, I don't like this. I don't need you to pay for my meal. Okay, all right. Getting loud. I'm like, okay, fine, pay your own meal. And then she was like smacking her lips. She get up and And I was like, listen, I'm ready to go.
Not smacking the lips,
Yeah.
Eddie.
Okay.
Smacking her lips, okay?
Yeah. All right, guys. I gotta jump
let's
on
get
to
to
like
this
this new. Yeah, I gotta jump on to this Young Dolph topic, right? So this is like a 6-minute video that we're gonna play.
Yeah.
Oh, let me mute Don. So this is like gonna be 6 minutes. So we're gonna
Wait,
just
did
jump.
you get the one that just sent you?
Hmm.
You got the one that just sent you?
I got both of them, but this
Yeah,
the one.
yeah. Play the 2-minute one first. The 2-minute one is first.
The 2-minute one. I got the 2-minute one set up though. Well, actually, it's 3 minutes, but I'm gonna play this one first because this one is better to play. The second one is gonna be talking about pretty much, his legacy and what he was doing. So I got you though.
All right, cool.
All right, so we're gonna play this right now. Oh, hold on. Crap, I forgot to unmute it.
We now shift to the murder of rapper Young Dolph, who was shot and killed at a cookie shop in his hometown of Memphis. The rapper, whose real name was Adolph Thornton Jr., was called an indie rap pioneer by Spotify and was just 36 years old.
I go so hard, make them hate me.
Yeah.
Like a movie, HD.
Yeah.
Blue retro, blue AP.
Yeah.
Too much ice, don't need AC.
Yeah.
Thornton collaborated with multiple artists from Rick Ross to Megan Thee Stallion, who reacted to his death by tweeting, "I am so sick right now, I am in disbelief, praying for his family and friends. Rest in peace to my friend, a true legend, Dolph." Joining us now to talk more about Young Dolph's life and career is ABC News contributor and Sirius XM radio host, Mr. Mike Muse. Mike, thank you so much for being here during such sad circumstances. For those of us who may not be as familiar with Young Dolph's hits, tell us a little bit about him.
Hey, Lindsay. Good evening. It's great to see you. I just wish it was under different circumstances. Young Dolph was a father of 2 children. Young Dolph was a husband. Young Dolph was someone who had a huge impact in his community of Memphis. Young Dolph is known in his community as a philanthropist. He did a lot of turkey giveaways for the holiday season every single year. And sadly enough, he was actually back home in Memphis to participate in his annual turkey giveaway. So the tragedy and the irony that he was home doing good for the community, that he was actually gunned down and murdered in his community. As an artist, Young Dolph, as you mentioned, Lindsay, was a pioneer. It is difficult being an independent artist, but Young Dolph had the ability to rise in the charts. He had albums that were Billboard charts. He charted a couple of times with the albums that he had. He worked with some of the most well-known artists of our time, such as Meg Thee Stallion. He's also been left behind. You can see the tributes that are coming in from so many people in the hip hop and music industry that are paying tribute to Young Dolph. Young Dolph was also a messenger of the community. Lindsay, as you know, and as your audience may or may not know, hip hop has always been the message of the community. Hip hop through the music has always told us the impact of our society and the community and what the community was going through. And so the hip hop community and the music community at large has lost a really, really incredible talent and incredible human being.
But it seems like this is just one of many, that he's perhaps just the most recent young rapper to be shot in recent years. Here on ABC News Live, we definitely have covered the deaths of Nipsey Hussle and Pop Smoke. Can you remember an era in recent memory where rappers with such elevated profiles were gunned down like this?
Lindsay, I don't. I have to kind of just drop my head as you were just naming off a list of rappers who are just gone too soon. Too tragic. We've seen this happen too recently within the last 1 to 2 to 3 years. You're right. We haven't seen this since Tupac Shakur, since the Biggie, since the Death Row days, since the West Coast versus the East Coast days. You would thought a lot of that was kind of laid to rest. But I think, Lindsay, the advent of social media has really allowed more of this type of dynamic to occur, unfortunately, in ways that we really haven't seen it. But I think it's something, Lindsay, as I mentioned this a few moments ago, how hip hop and the music has always been a message of the community. I know, I'm not here to talk about politics, but as we began to think about the human infrastructure bill that is possibly being passed in Congress, I think it's important that our elected officials begin to look at what is happening in the communities, in particular marginalized communities where a job loss is at an all-time high. Economic, loss is at a really all-time low. And so how can we create wraparound services and social services for individuals in the community? Lindsay, I think this is an outcry for help within the community by way of the hip hop community.
And you mentioned accessibility through social media. How do you think that social media platforms have really changed the dynamic, the relationships that artists have with the general public, whether it's fans or people with bad intentions, perhaps?
You're asking some really fantastic questions this evening, Lindsay. I think that social media has allowed for fans and also to those with not good intentions to know where artists are. As Young Dolph was an independent artist, he had to be out there a lot more. And now a lot more artists like Young Dolph need to be out in the community more to make sure their streaming numbers are up, to make sure they're posting frequently on Instagram so they can get booked for other festivals so that they can perform, because now streaming has cut into traditional physical sales. So they have to make up it on the back end for 360 deals and for festivals. And so you're just seeing more of them out in the community. And I think it's more on the community, it's almost the haves and the have-nots per se, right? So those who may be struggling see excess, right? They see grandeur, right? And some of them may feel jealous and may feel envious of it, because a lot of these deaths and murders, Lindsay, have happened from their own community. And so those who know them, right? And so I think because of social media, we're able to see the rise in this and this cult of personality, and also to accessibility and whereabouts. You mentioned Pop Smoke. That is why possibly some of the individual who murdered him, he's posted a lot on social media. And so people knew his address. They knew his home. They knew what was actually inside of his house. And so I think it's a wake-up call and lessons to be learned. But first, we have to make sure we honor him, pay his respect to his wife, and honor his children, but then again, to peel back some of the issues that got us to where we are, unfortunately, this evening.
Mike Muse, our thanks to you. We will certainly continue to follow the developments on this. Appreciate your time and insight.
Thank you, Lindsay.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC.
Let me go ahead and close this part out. Let me get to the number one. Did Young Dolph influence children and adults in a positive way?
Who want to go? I'm gonna let D go first. Go ahead, D.
All right, cool. Absolutely. And this is like me and Mr. Best, we talk about this a few times, and I know he watched Conversations with King, so I feel the same way about Dolph in the same ways that I feel about Meech and Terry.
Yes, sir.
Let me just say this too before I even go into talking about Dolph. Rest in peace to his spirit. And I feel like it's very disingenuous for the media or anybody else to just be like, well, this is just another rapper killed. Like, to believe that like Young Dolph and Tupac Shakur is just killed because they both were rappers and they were in hip hop, it's ridiculous. But nevertheless, to answer the question, yes, he absolutely did influence young people and older people in positive ways. As a matter of fact, just a week ago, before he was caught at the cookie store, he was gunned down. He was at that same cookie store promoting them. So he was all about Memphis. He was all about the people in Memphis, promoting businesses in Memphis. And ultimately, whether old people or you know, whatever group of people don't really want to agree with it, he inspired young people in the same ways that BMF, YBI, Stanley Tookie Williams, Frank Lucas, all these different people, they inspire in their own different ways. So yeah, I think that it's a lot of kids in Memphis right now. This is how I would feel if I was in Memphis right now, because I remember when Blake Icewood died in Detroit, and it's kind of similar. When you watch somebody grow up who from your neighborhood make it bigger than everybody that told you that you wouldn't be nothing, right? And these kind of people wouldn't be nothing. So you're doing better than the school teacher. You're doing better than everybody. That's the guy you want to be like. You know what I'm saying? That's the guy that's coming through the neighborhoods, giving you nothing but hope and love. And, you know, he driving down the fucking slums and Bentleys and shit. And then, you know, I don't know, man, because this conversation can get real deep with me. I'm on some real chill shit. But yes, to answer the question, he absolutely did influence a lot of people. A lot of people.
Absolutely.
Definitely. And D, man, if you want to go in, man, go in, bro. We want you to go in. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, that's why you here. Go in if you want. You know what I'm saying? For real.
And definitely feel free to speak from the heart of it too. So
Yeah, because I'm going in too.
All right.
Well, I'll let everybody else go and then I'll go in later.
Nah, come on.
All right, DJ Eddie, you go ahead, and then Queen, you can go after that.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I want to send out the message to people out there. Like, first and foremost, when you hear the word rapper, don't think that that is just is a guy who sold drugs to his community. No, he didn't do that. Number one. Number two, he's not a street dude. Okay. Number three, he's done a lot for his community, not just his community, other communities too. He's been to these children's school, talked to them to show them to get on the right path, to believe in themselves. He it's not just him giving out turkeys and stuff. He gave out a lot of stuff. He did donate to the cancer community. He did donate to football teams. He did good business with even Steven Jackson. He did business, good business with NBA players, rappers. He did good business, but not all rappers. But he did good business. Okay, he started as a barber. He started off cutting hair at the barber, and he started rapping in the shop. And people thought it was dope, but he didn't even really like rapping like that. But then he said, okay, well, let me see what I can do here. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna work with this, and boom, he blew up. And then there was a lot of people who wanted to sign him. And if everybody know Young Dolph, he's not signed with anyone but to himself. He was signed. People offered him $22 million, $20 million, $22 million contract, and guess what? He threw it in the trash. He threw that in the trash. He came up on his own. He did everything on his own. He lived with his grandma, took care of his grandma. That's all he had. His grandma taught him the ropes, taught him the game. She was more smart and more intelligent, and taught him the game, and what the things that he should do, But Young Dolph took that and took it to the next level, man. And he helped this community out, man, a lot, man. His music, I don't know if y'all heard his music, man. I love his music. The man that went all over the world, and he's not a selfish rapper like these other rappers, And I'm disappointed to the fact that you got other rappers now all of a sudden coming out talking about they want to help their community out. Why would you come out now and do that? Why y'all coming out now and do that? The people, the normal cats, been asking y'all to come out, been asking y'all to pitch in. Hey man, can you help us with this and this and that and the third? Y'all want to come up because of this tragedy? Like I'm disappointed in them, man.
I want to disagree with a few points. Young Dolph was a street nigga.
No, he
sorry.
wasn't. No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. No, he
I'm
wasn't.
a quote.
Hold on. Let him talk.
I'm gonna quote something that he said in his beef with Yo Gotti directly. That he said, "I'm still that same nigga that used to front your big brother." What was he fronting him? Lyrics?
Oh, you asking me a question? Who said? Okay, did you hear the word drugs? Did you hear the word drugs? I just want to. I'm asking you.
No, I just came in on that and said drugs.
I'm asking. Oh no, not you. I'm talking about. I'm asking him.
I mean, no, he's not gonna come on a song and say, "I sell drugs. I used to front this guy drugs," but it's implied by using the word front, right? It's like I don't have to say I'm going to murder you, but if I say, hey, when I see M3, we're gonna do a 187. Of course, I'm not gonna say, hey, when I see M3, I'm going to make sure that I take his soul from him.
That's the big cap. Fronting that don't have to be drugs. That could be money. That could be anything. His big brother, first and foremost, if you talk to anybody that know him from Memphis, that part was talking about he used to give his brother money. Because guess what? His brother, which is like Yo Gotti, treated his brother like shit. Did you hear that part?
I have more evidence. In an interview that in an interview that Dolph did with his grandmother and his auntie, they both said that he was caught selling drugs in their homes.
Who
They
said he was
both
caught selling drugs in his homes?
Young Dolph. He did a whole documentary. I'd be more than happy to put it in the chats. But he did a whole documentary himself
Okay.
where they talked about his first studio. The grandmother and auntie even had his first CDs that he ever created, the actual CDs. They said he bought all of that with drug money.
That's what they said,
Mm.
or that's what he said.
That's what they all three of them said. He said that, and they said it as
Okay.
well.
What drugs? What drugs?
He didn't specify quantities or what drugs. He just said that
selling weed. First of all, weed is not a drug too. I don't want everybody to know that. So that's not a drug. So what drugs are you talking about?
he never
Because
specified.
as far as I know, because he does have a green card and everything like that. Even though he didn't probably had a green card back then, but he was selling weed. That's not a drug though. Not a drug.
I don't think that there's
I'm a weed
bad
smoker,
stigma.
and that's selling drugs, Eddie. Come on.
That's not.
a
Listen,
drug.
that's not. So weed is a drug. Weed is a drug.
Okay, hold on. Before we get to this issue, right? I gotta welcome. Wait, hold on, everybody.
Your
Hold on for a
mind or
second.
state is a drug.
It's weed a drug. It's weed a drug.
Okay, that's enough. All right, hold on, Dom. Hold on. I gotta welcome to the high vet. I forgot you to moderate. I gotta welcome to the high value nurse. Thank you for tuning in, CJ Kyles. Hopefully you have enough time to give us like your input on this one. Queen, I know you're supposed to go next or whatever, but do you mind if I get CJ Kyle's opinion first?
Go ahead. Go ahead. High value.
Is that
How you
Tammy
doing?
at the bottom? Is that Tammy at the bottom?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
first lady,
Hey,
Tammy, why you ain't cammed up, girl?
Come on, Tammy.
Hold on, Tammy, come on now.
Order Justice Tammy, all right?
Sorry, y'all. I took a nap. I was tired, and then I woke up. I was like, "Oh
tired,
damn,
huh?
it's 7 something." So
She was
yeah,
tired, so she went to go take a nap. All right.
Okay,
Oh,
so
we got CKQ in the building too.
so listen, listen.
Wait, hold on. She, high value nurse. I gotta get your opinion real quick, right? Because I know your time probably be limited, so I want to get to you.
You tell the CKQ. Go ahead, how about you, man?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, first of all, let me shout out everybody on the panel. Shout out to the whole Knowledge and Relationship family. Shout out to Daryl. I've been checking out your content, man. I'm digging it. I'm from Detroit too, so shout out to you, man. But I think this is a really sad scenario, but I think it's getting to the point where we're becoming numb to it as well. This is why I say you can't save everybody. I mean, young Dolph was killed promoting a black cookie business, and you can't save everybody. I'm not in the business of going out to try to save everybody. I'm in the business of saving people that want the game, that want to be saved, because you have to watch how you move, especially when you become successful. And the more successful and the more visible you become, you automatically breed haters. With strength, with powers, you're going to get challenges and threats. So sometimes I know a lot of us be trying to prove, oh, I can still go to my hood. I'm still a real N-word, or whatever the case may be. Man, forget that, bro. I don't care nothing about that. I want to help the people that want to be helped. And it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you just got to move a certain way. When you out here and the world know you're getting a lot of money, you can't move like you used to. And that's something that we're going to have to accept. And that's just what it is. So
now, can I say something, M3? Yes or no? Yeah or nay? I can't hear you. You muted.
Yeah, I was saying go ahead real quick.
Yeah, okay.
I'm trying to take care of something real quick.
Okay, listen. First and foremost, that has nothing to do with jealousy. First of all, just because he died in his own hood don't mean that it was some jealous guys that did it. That's second. And second, if anybody knows the true story, they know, and they know what they know what's really going on. But just to let everybody know, young Dolph was not a street dude. Okay, he was not a street cat. He took care of his community. Now, when we talk about drugs, I don't want people to sit up here bringing that up, because if y'all gonna bring up drugs, tell me what kind of drugs did he sold? Okay, what kind of drug? What was it? I want people to be more specific, because ain't nobody fit to come on here and disrespect my boy like that. Because I actually hung out with Young Dolph a few times. I've been around. Guess what? He's a standing up guy. He's a stand up man. That's what he was. He felt that was his own. Yes, that was his own hood. He felt like that's his home. Anytime you leave your home, or anytime somebody leave their home, they go somewhere else, they still feel like that's their home. And these rappers are not, a lot of these rappers are selfish. Young Dolph was not selfish. He thought about his hood. He took care of his hood. The majority of the housing that's going on down there was because of Young Dolph. They need to speak about that too. But they said speaking about turkeys and stuff. He did way more than that. He did way more than that. He didn't went to school. He gave these kids positivity. Now I can understand if when he was a young boy, when he was young, he did what he did when he was young. But this is a grown man, though. This is a man who's giving the kids the game. This is the man that's going to football. What other rapper do you see doing that? What other rapper do you see doing that right now? Because people like what? Who?
Sorry, Eddie. I know you heated. I'm sorry. I'm be quiet.
You talking about Drake? What Drake did? What for his community? What did he do?
Drake be giving out money to the women sitting at the beach in Venice, in LA.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure why. That's not.
Going to school, sending out checks.
No, he don't. That's cap. Now anyway, but ain't nobody.
And DJ, when you're done, I'm gonna make a point real quick.
Yeah, I'm fit to just say this. Check this out. Listen. Young Dolph did not sell drugs to get where he at. He did not far as being an upcoming rap. He did that on his own. By himself. Okay, I sat and talked with this man one-on-one. He used to. He got a house in Hollywood. He got a house out there too. It's not. He don't just live in Atlanta. Matter of fact, he got a house in Memphis too. He got houses all over the place. And guess what? He got a house down there in Paris. The man. He don't listen. What I'm saying is, every place he went to, they don't even put this stuff on the news like that. He didn't help out not just in his community, every other community, everywhere he went to. What other rapper do you know that did that? What other rapper do you know that was talking pushing a movie like Mason, when Mason was pushing a movie about black folks getting killed? Young Dolph was with it too. He was out there marching and did that too. So I don't want people to sit up here and try to talk bad about Young Dolph, about this man, a stand-up guy who took care of his kids. He wasn't an absent father. He was there for his kids, even before he even got rich. He was there, okay, for his family, for his people. So I
don't think anybody was disagreeing. He was a good person, but he has interviews saying that he sold drugs.
What drugs?
I was about to say he openly talked about it himself.
He talked about it on Sway in the Morning. He sold coke.
On Sway in the Morning?
Yes.
So how old is he?
If anybody could drop the video, Whoever could drop the video, B, if it's you, drop the video.
I dropped the link in the chat already.
Thank you, sir.
How old was he?
Wait, hold on. The thing is, when you drop a link to in the chat, right? Only the moderator could do that because YouTube is funky like that. So they're not even gonna. Well, they'll pretty much shadow ban it or just not even post it at all. Like if you posted it in the chat, but if you post in the private,
YouTube, Young Dolph and Sway in the Morning. I mean, he talked about it.
He did a video with Vlad TV 7 years ago. 7 years ago, saying when he was 16 years old, he used drugs.
Okay, 16. How old is he now? He's 36. He's 36 years old.
All right. So let's go ahead and try to. Let's go ahead and look at it. Can you guys see it real quick? All right. Because you say it was on Vlad TV, right?
That was the one I was talking about. Yeah.
Oh, this one right here.
Yeah, I'm familiar with the Sway one as well, but that's the same interview. I don't know. I can't see that. But
go to the Sway one. Go to the Sway one. Then.
Wait. Hold on.
In the interview with Vlad, he said that he was hustling at 16.
Okay, that's 20 years ago. That's a teenager. That's 16.
Anyways, let's see. So you said the Breakfast Club, right?
So
No, you said
No, Sway in the morning.
Well,
Sway in the morning.
how old is?
Okay.
How old was he when he first got his first break?
I mean, you had to tell me that, bro. I'm not exactly sure when he got his first break. If like, I'm not sure how we like what we defined as break.
But everybody remember when he sold drugs though. But can nobody remember when he?
Hold on, I'm gonna Google him. I got him. I'm gonna Google him.
Let's see. Sway,
Eddie, can I say something to you really quick?
No, go ahead, M3.
So,
let me see.
This is Sway.
You said no?
I'm about to send you a link right now, best.
Okay.
Now that you done.
All right. The one thing we gotta understand this. All right. You know, like unfortunately, everybody wasn't like a saint. You know, nobody's disrespecting any rapper or any person. You know, I mean, if rapper said himself or whatever, you know, I mean, take his word for it. That doesn't make him a bad person or any less than we are. Oh, okay.
I just posted this. I posted the exact video where he was talking about it. And the thing about it is like, as a young artist, how do you pay for verses with artists like Juicy J? How do you buy Benzes? How do you do all the? You can't start your career unless you have some kind of financial backing. So to assume that like he just got in the game and people gave him free verses, that's extremely naive. And yes, it took more. Yes, he was 16 when it started, but I doubt at 17 years old he had enough money to buy a verse from Juicy J. Not to mention, as I spoke to Mr. Best, he took on one of the biggest known drug lords of all Tennessee, Yo Gotti. And if anybody wanted to say that Yo Gotti didn't sell drugs, I mean, good luck. He took on one of the biggest gangs in Yo Gotti visually, openly, and talked about it. Talked about how he sold drugs, talked about how he had hitters, talked about all this different stuff like he was a boss. And I fuck with Dolph. But like I told Mr. Best in the world, I mean, what kind of people is beefing with Meech and Terry except of other people like Meech and Terry? It's the same thing here. You're not beefing with Gotti to the point where he has to acknowledge it in multiple songs and send 100 shots at your vehicle. 100.
That has nothing to do with drugs, though. That has nothing to do with that.
The realistic point is this, right? The main point is this: he shouldn't have came back into his hometown. This is what I'm going to say. You know, if you already got shot up once, and you happen to live another day, you know why? Look, I get it. You know, some people have the heart for their communities. So it's like when you're emotionally attaching to your community, like some people may want to take that risk. But if you really want to preserve your life, don't go back into your hometown, especially if your hometown not showing you the love back. You know, you can still give, but I'm not finished. You could still give, but you can still give from a distance.
He didn't get shot. He didn't get shot three times in his hood.
I didn't say he got shot 3 times, but he got shot. He got shot once, and he happened to survive.
That was in L.A. That was in L.A. the first time.
Okay. All right, stand corrected. And then the second time
he was in the car. He was at I think he was at a concert. He was sitting in the car, and they came and hit him with 100 shots. But he was in the car, bulletproof. Car was bulletproof. That's the second time. But this is the third time, which he was in the city.
Okay, let me get some context.
Regular rappers don't send 100 shots at people. Drake, fucking Kendrick Lamar. These guys are not sending. These guys don't have the. They're not sending somebody who will shoot 100 shots at you. Imagine, like I told you, Mr. Best in the World. Had his truck not been bulletproof, he would have looked like fucking Alpo. That car,
he'd have been gone.
He'd have been the same exact situation.
Yeah.
Nobody is sending those kind of shots behind somebody like Drake or like a regular rapper. You're talking about somebody who is a lord in his community.
Yep. y'all hear me?
There's a lot of people who
Okay,
say
hold on.
different. That's a lot of people say different in his hood.
Hold on, DJ Eddie. Oh, Eddie, hold on. I got some context. Give me a second. I ain't saying nothing to nobody. I ain't saying nothing yet. I've been radio silent. I got some context. Okay. So, this is from the internet. This is describing his life and his beef with Yo Gotti and everything else. Okay. It says, with Dolph's increasing popularity, Memphis rapper Yo Gotti extended him a record deal on Gotti's collective music group label affiliated with Epic Records in August 2014, but Dolph declined, preferring to remain independent. In 2016, Young Dolph was featured on OT Genesis' hit double platinum single "Cut It." Later that year, he released his debut album "King of Memphis" under his independent paper route Empire label, which peaked at 49th on the Billboard 200. Other Memphis rappers included Yo Gotti and Gotti-affiliated Black Youngster took offense to the album title, with Youngster leading an armed group attempting to find Young Dolph in Memphis and releasing a diss track, "Shake Some." Young Dolph did in response. The following year, Dolph released a diss track against Yo Gotti entitled "Play With Your Chick," prompting Gotti to release a response song. 2 weeks later, February 17th, Dolph released a music video for "Play With Your Chick," and the next day, Young's vehicle was the target of gunfire in Charlotte, North Carolina, while in town for a performance at the Central Intercollegiate Athletic Association tournament. His car was reportedly shot over 100 times, but was outfitted with bulletproof panels and no one was hurt. Following the shooting, Black Youngster and 2 other men were arrested, but the charges were later dropped due to insufficient evidence. Young Dolph used the publicity from the shooting to promote his second studio album, Bulletproof. In September that same year, Dolph was shot multiple times, and on February 18th, he released the extended play "Negroes Get Shot Every Day," referring this prior incident. In 2017, Young Dolph signed his cousin by marriage and fellow Memphis rapper Key Glock to his paper route Empire label after meeting at family gatherings. This was going on since 2014.
Yeah, because a man denied signing to him.
Yeah, so they've been beefing for a minute. They've been beefing for a minute. They've been going back and forth. Let's see this video, and I'll kind of give us some more context, and then we'll get into it.
All right, let's do this, y'all.
Pretty much what I was saying.
Can I say something? Because my thing has been cutting off in and out this whole time, so I barely heard what anybody said. I just kept bothering Eddie because it kept getting clear every time he talked. But I might be repeating what other people said, but this is how I feel about not just Young Dolph, but about most of the rappers that are killed and shot. Here's my thing. It's always sad. I'm sorry to the family, sorry for all of that. Like, I understand. But even back to Tupac and Biggie, a lot of these rappers were street, as Daryl says, street niggas back then. So what you have to understand is when you selling drugs, moving bricks, fronting people, doing whatever you're doing, just because you become a rapper and you decide to give back to the community, that karma does not erase. Those movements do not erase. Those people did not die. They're still alive. So when you go back to your city or you go back to your whatever, you have to remember, like, you rapping about moving bricks, you rapping about doing this, you rapping about doing that. Like, not to say what did you expect, but you're living in this lifestyle. You could do good for the community. Listen, if you go and watch the old school, like, whatever hood movies, all the drug dealers were doing something for their community. All the drug dealers were, doing things for the community. That still didn't mean that they were good people. You can be a good person, but if you're selling drugs to mothers, you're selling drugs to, like, you can't sit here and just expect to have this fairy tale lifestyle or expect for all these things that you did in the past to go away. They will not. So yes, it's very sad when a rapper dies. It's very sad when they've tried to change, but you still rapping about moving bricks. Rap about change. You don't see the J. Coles, the Kendrick Lamars, the Childish Gambinos getting shot. You don't see those type of rappers getting shot and killed. And it's very sad, and I'm very sorry, because listen, he's a Black man. He has a Black family. He's a Black father. But at the end of the day, you cannot live this hood lifestyle for most of your life. Still talk about it. Still talk about it. Well, maybe I'm wrong about most of his life. But that's what you came up in, So those things and those people still exist. You are a rapper now, but that life that you lived before, it's gonna follow you. So yeah, it's sad, and I'm sorry, and sorry to the family, and sorry for another Black man dying. But y'all rappers got to remember, when you out there talking about certain stuff, people are going to test you. When you're out there saying you do this, you do that, someone is going to test you. That's like when you out there saying, as a female, oh, my man is this, my man is great, my man is amazing. A woman's is probably going to go and test him.
Can
And
I
that's
speak?
just the way the world is.
Can
You're
I
going to
speak to
get
that,
tested
Dom?
when you say certain stuff.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, nobody here thinks that Tupac Shakur was bagging up cocaine. Nobody here. But he was affiliated with Death Row Records, who had direct affiliations with Pyro Bloods all throughout every Los Angeles county, right? So when they got into it with Mr. Orlando, I think his name was Orlando Bloom or some shit like that, the little kid from the casino, he was a Crip for sure. Tupac wasn't selling drugs, but he was still affiliated with that lifestyle. Suge Knight ended up going to jail simply because he broke probation that night or parole, whatever the fuck. My whole point is, whether Young Dolph was specifically selling drugs, his music was based around the streets. He just said that the reason why Yo Gotti came to him is because he had the streets on lock. There, and Dom, there isn't no J. Cole's in Memphis. Memphis don't promote those type of artists. You can name the top 15 artists that's ever did any numbers in Memphis, and they're going to be street artists. As a matter of fact, the number one recording artist last year outside of Drake was a Memphis artist by the name of Pooh Shiesty, who was on camera shooting somebody after he fucking got out of his green McLaren. Right? So my whole point is, when you look at CMG, when you look at Yo Gotti, when you look at Young Dolph, when you look at all these gentlemen and the music that they make, what they represent, what they talk about, what Dolph has spoken about in his interviews, go back and watch. Again, yes, he was hustling. He was proud to say, I was hustling so I can pay for these verses from these different artists. And nobody in their right mind is ever going to admit to a crime in an interview. Only 6ix9ine or some other fool would do that. And so me knowing that Dolph was not stupid, whether he was affiliated with the streets or not, he's not going to ever admit to a crime. That's just A, B, C, and fucking D. But to say that he was completely disassociated, he was just a rapper like fucking Talib Kweli or some shit, is completely disingenuous. It's completely disingenuous to his spirit. I mean, go back and name me lyrics of Dolph that has nothing to do with the streets. He had a fucking album called Bulletproof.
Yes, his car, Bulletproof. Yes.
Because he was beefing with a known lord in his town.
Yeah, a man that he said no to. Yeah.
A man who had the streets on lock. The streets on lock in his town.
That don't necessarily means like drugs or anything. The streets on lock could be like music. To
Hold
me, it was
on.
the music. To me,
This is disingenuous.
To me, it's the music. That's what
This
he was
is
talking
very disingenuous.
Wait, hold on, quick.
Eddie, he wasn't talking about no. You know he was talking about what Darrell was saying. You know that.
Yeah, but listen, can somebody show me in the video where he said he was a street dude? Because I was paying attention. I didn't hear that from his mouth. I heard him say he was in the streets. Anybody could be in the streets and hustle doing something. You ain't got to sell drugs. Anybody can sell something else.
On 100,
So I'm going to give
hold
it.
on, real quick. On 100 shots, he literally says, "Street niggas in a tuxedo, we are the mob." Can you define to me what that means?
That means money over bitches.
No, he says, "Street niggas in a tuxedo, we are the mob." So did he mean something else by street niggas when he said that to you?
Street niggas could be referred to somebody else that's with him. That's street niggas.
Okay.
The point is that what people are saying is that, let's just say allegedly, let's just say allegedly he was not in the street life. Let's just say hypothetically. Let's just say hypothetically he was not in the street life. But you're making your lyrics, right, is talking about the street life. I'm saying in general, there's some fake gangster rappers that don't even really live that life at all. Never probably picked up a gun in their life, but then yet they talk about they speak so well about the hood life, and then in actuality, they're not even a part of it. I'm not saying, like I said, this is in general, and hypothetically, let's just say if Young Dolph, what was that? Um, the thing is that when you make these type of lyrics, when you write these type of lyrics, and that come out in your songs, especially as like mainstream radio and all that, the real thugs are really and street dudes are really going to take offense to that, and they're going to come after you.
Offense of what? What was the lyrics?
Of whatever that you're saying, that and I said hypothetical, whatever you're saying, that's a bunch of street shit. You know, like you could be talking about killing, but you're not really a killer at heart. But people will mention that in their songs. There's a lot of rappers that do that. You know, until somebody square up on them, you know, and then they have a whole different tune. You know, we could use 6ix9ine as an example.
He moved different.
We could use 6ix9ine as an example. You know, the nigga is very weak, and he was talking a whole lot of bad shit. But when it came to these niggas coming after him, these street dudes coming after him, you know, he wanna switch up to a different tune. When the feds got after him, you know, he wanna be a bitch and he wanna start testifying.
That's different.
No. This is, like I said, this is in general. No, it's the same.
Oh,
if you're saying,
you can't put him in the same category as 6ix9ine.
like I said, this is I am. So if I'm saying this is in general, I'm speaking for any hypothetical situation. So that still counts. You know, if he was not about that street life, and you're making these songs about the streets, you know, carry that same energy when you go to the courts.
Yeah, y'all don't
or
know
when
the
somebody's
lyrics,
coming
though.
after
Y'all
you.
haven't heard the lyrics of these words though. So how
To
can
be honest with you, I haven't even heard a dude until I found out he got
so
killed.
how could but how can y'all say anything about his
But
lyrics?
I'm actually a big fan of Dolph. I've actually got every single album. I've actually bought them.
Lamar got street dudes around him all the time. Is he a street dude? J. Cole got the same thing. Is he a street dude?
J. Cole don't got street dudes around him. Kendrick Lamar is actually a blood.
Is J. Cole though
J. Cole
rapping
do
about
got street
him
dudes around
moving
him.
bricks and
He don't move by
shooting
himself.
guns and stuff? Because I don't remember a song like that.
I'd be willing to post another video of Kendrick Lamar hanging with his Pyro Bloods and admitting to being a Pyro Blood. I'm just saying, you're not gonna find videos of J. Cole hanging with gang members.
Kendrick Lamar said he was an Israelite.
You can be an Israelite and also be a gang member.
No, he's not. He probably used to be, but he's not. But who does he have around? He's not that dude no more. But he has street guys around him, right?
The point is, everyone has a persona, you know, like, so everybody's going to be totally different outside of their career, you know. If he was, so like I said again, if I'm gonna just go back to Young Dolph. If he was a type, right, that was heavily into like the street life, you know, or he used to sell drugs, whatever. If he used to sell drugs or whatever, he is not going to be stupid enough to testify against himself. Like if I was in that situation and on the record, you know, I don't sell drugs or anything like that. So don't try to cancel me.
M3 on the next, like on the last verse of 100 shots. Anybody can Google this to tell me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
You're not welcome in my trap if you don't shop. Before you come through the back door, you better knock. I mean, like, what are we talking about?
You said you're a fan. You should know who he talking about. I know who he talking about.
I understand basic lyrics. Anybody could say the same thing. If Mo3, sorry, rest in peace, Mo3. If M3 went on the track and said, before you come to my fucking trap, you better be shopping. I'm understanding that he's selling something at that trap.
Be more specific. Don't just pick.
That's not what drug dealers do, my friend.
Listen, you got to be more specific, dog.
No, they don't, bro.
You're talking about one little.
Eddie,
one
I'm
little
sorry.
part,
You're being
one little part of the
disingenuous,
song,
bro.
One little part of the song, you picked that.
I've named like 4
the
different
whole
times
song,
where this
all his
man talked about
lyrics.
drugs, bro.
His whole
And
lyrics
you keep
on
deflecting.
Bulletproof.
You want me to get more
M3.
specifics. You want him to
So
say, before you come to the trap to buy my cocaine for $3 a
M3. So
fucking ounce. He's not going to say that.
Bulletproof came out from the 100 shots when his car was bulletproof, right?
Eddie, can
the
you give
whole
me an
song
example of
that
the
he's
lyrics that you're talking about?
It's about, and we know what type of specific guy he's talking about.
Eddie, can you give me an example of a lyric where a rapper talked about selling actual drugs?
He decided to pick one little paragraph and run with that. But
Eddie,
we
can
all
you
know
give me an example?
if you listen to his lyrics, we know who he's talking about. We know.
Okay. I'm bringing some more clarity.
Anybody give
bringing some more clarity.
Just real quick.
Jarrell.
Anybody give me an example of any rapper who talked about specific drugs that they have sold?
Hold on, y'all. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm bringing some more clarity, y'all. Hold on. Okay. Because we want to, and then after I say this, then I'm gonna make my point. Trap is a subgenre of hip hop music that originated in the southern United States during the early 1990s. The genre gets its name from the Atlanta slang word trap, a house used exclusively to sell drugs.
Okay.
Thank you. Before you come through come on, bro.
Hold on. Wait. Was he doing that when he was rapping? Was he doing that when he was rapping?
Okay, let me my point. Okay, look, Dolph was in the streets. Okay, he was in the streets. You know what I mean? And he was beefing with guys, and they was beefing with him. Do I believe that he was trying to change? Do I believe he was trying to change? You know what I mean? You know, through his beef with Gotti and Black Youngster and the rest of them and Moneybagg Yo. Yes, I believe he was trying to change. I don't believe that he wanted that type of energy anymore. I do believe that he was trying to do things differently. But once you cross certain lines, you can't uncross them. You talking about you're gonna play with somebody's girl, and you sleeping with this one, you sleeping with that one. Hold on. Let me finish. Let me finish. You know what I'm saying? Once you cross those lines and you saying I'm playing with your girl, you know what I mean? And you letting them know that you playing with your girl. You know what I'm saying? I just read 2 things to y'all. We done seen the videos. We done gave evidence. Okay. Now, you know what I'm saying? With that being said, you know what I mean? He knew what was going down. Now, do I believe he was trying to change? Yes. I do believe he was trying to change. You know what I mean? You know, shout out to Japrice. I do believe he was trying to change. You know what I'm saying? But I think once you cross the line, you start talking about somebody's girl or their baby mother or whatever. Like, it's over after that, bro. Like, you know, especially if you don't do a sit down. They done send people after you before you even made the diss song. You know what I mean? Did you make the diss song? They still trying to kill you. They shoot at your vehicle over 100 times. Like, you know what I mean? They was trying to gun for this bro. They were trying to kill him in LA. They didn't kill him in LA. And then they caught him slipping in Memphis. And I mean, it's sad. It's very sad. I feel bad for the bro. You know what I mean? He said himself, he knew where he came from. He knew the type of lifestyle he was living. He knew that he wanted to change his lifestyle, of course. You know what I mean? He wanted to change his lifestyle, of course. You know what I mean? He was trying to rap. He was trying to do something different and impact his community. But even in his lyrics, you know what I mean? He's still putting things out that's negative. You know what I mean? So if you put energy out that's negative, and then you're dissing guys on top of that, it's going to cause certain things. You know what I mean? And you know that these guys are looking for you. Like, it's not like, okay, all right, cool. They seen each other. Allegedly, somebody smacked, Young Dolph, and we don't really know who it was. No, they know what's going on. They know these guys are beefing. They know what's going down. They know they're trying to kill him. You know what I'm saying? That's why they sent police escorts to Yo Gotti's house to make sure nothing happened to Yo Gotti yesterday, because they know what's going down. Like, everybody know. But the thing is the fact that, I do believe Dolph was trying to change, man. I do believe he was. You know what I mean? I do believe that he was trying to do something positive for his community. I do believe he was trying to become a different man, a different father, different everything. I believe he wanted the best for himself and his kids, yeah. And his whole entire family, which is why he started rapping. He got out of the drug game. You know what I mean? So, but once he got in the drug game, you shouldn't have started beefing with other people, man. You should have left that alone. You should have squashed it and said, yo, look, man, you know what I mean? I know we had a disagreements or whatever. My back, yo. You know what I mean? I want to do things my way. You want to do things your way. Let's keep it cool. But he didn't do that. So, you know what I mean? Because of mentality. A lot of times these guys, when they have the mentality, the street mentality, they're going to meet aggression with aggression. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately for him, and it is, ended up for his demise. But I do believe that he was trying to turn that corner, but it was just too late. Rest in peace to Young Dolph, man.
Best of world, I do have a question to ask you.
Listen, can I say something?
Wait, hold on. I gotta ask him a question real quick.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, best in the world, and this is going to be a quick one, right? Do you think? Because I would like to think that because I like to see the good in all people, right?
Yeah.
Even though I'm realistic.
Yeah.
But the thing is, do you think that he probably would have had a different style of rapping had it not been the escalation of these beefs? Had Gotti, whatever the hell his name is,
Yo Gotti,
had Yo Gotti never had
Yo Gotti as well too.
Say again.
I think it could have happened. Yeah. I think it could have happened. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely, because I think that, you know what I mean, who wants to be negative? You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to be negative. I don't think he wanted to be negative, but I think in the situation he felt like he had to protect himself. He wasn't gonna back down. You know, because when you come from the streets, you know what I mean, like you say, he come from the straight hood, you come from the streets. His mentality was like, you meet aggression with aggression. You know what I'm saying? So, but I do believe his life would have been different without the whole presence of Yo Gotti and everything else that was going on. You know what I mean, with Black Youngster and all of them, of course.
Do you think he'd be alive if he was beefing with Little Bow Wow?
Yeah, he would be alive. Of
course, everybody would be alive beefing with Bow Wow. Bow Wow ain't nobody.
Yo, I remember I sent him this video about Bow Wow and these guys. It was like 2 or 3 guys that came in this Atlanta club. This was on Growing Up Hip Hop, and the boy he started sinking in the couch. He looked so scared. I never seen nothing like that before. And I'm like, this ain't the same Bow Wow that said he's the wild one out of the crew and all that. And it sure was. He was scared. And the brat had
back door.
Yeah, he had to went out the back door, and the brat had to come and get him. It was pathetic. But yeah,
gangster rapper. But yeah. Like I said, I always like to see give people the benefit of doubt and probably see things. Well, unfortunately, we're not going to see a different light because of what happened.
Unfortunately.
But this is the problem with our community, especially where we're from certain communities where we have to hold our code of honor. Basically.
Yeah, we got to get the Tammy because Tammy been radio silent.
I forgot about Tammy because Tammy ain't showing her face, man. I think she went to sleep.
Oh, man. Yo, man, put the phone down from Tyrone, man. Come on.
I know. Are you done talking with Tyrone right now? He giving all the sweet nothings in the ear. Go on, baby. I'll put you to sleep. Look at her. She's fixing her neck up and everything, right? We're going to call her Good Morning Tammy in a minute.
Good morning, Tammy. Oh, man.
How you doing, Tammy? If you guys don't mind, I'm going to say one thing because my daughter just woke up and I'm going to go and take care of her, watch Moana and all that different kind of stuff.
No
but I asked y'all the question, if he was beefing with Lil Bow Wow, would he be alive today? Because Lil Bow Wow have no streets on lock. He never had the streets on lock and he was still a rapper.
When it came to the music, he did. And the movies.
Okay, hold on. He's still talking. Go ahead.
When I define streets, I think of people actual grown men who are going to go to in my city at least, in the city of Detroit, grown men are not going to the club to listening to fucking Little Bow Wow. They are going to the club and they was listening to Jeezy. They was listening to Gucci Man. These are people who had the streets, the actual streets, people who, like Young Dolph said, when he was riding around selling drugs, he was listening to people like Yo Gotti. He wasn't listening to Bow Wow, right? Because these different people have a different perception in their music, a different aura in their music, and you can't listen to Little Bow Wow. I just don't know. And you trying to fucking go sell drugs.
They were playing songs like that in the club. They was playing like that in the club. Bow Wow songs in the club. I don't know what club that's you, dog.
Oh wow.
That's you.
So you believe that BMF and Terry, they be popping bottles to Bow Wow?
BMF and Terry. That's a foremost. Bow Wow's a rapper. Bow Wow's a rapper.
Baby bottles.
It's a simple question. Do you think they'll pop a bottle? Yeah, come on, man. We got to be genuine here. We got to be real genuine about it.
And shout out to Sherelle, too. Shout out to Sherelle. I see you in the comments, Sherelle.
Listen.
Shout out to Shad Moss, okay?
Don't even make sense, dog.
Shad Moss.
I appreciate everybody having me on, man. I'm just saying, I don't think that Terry and Meech would be like, hey, man, make sure we get that new Bow Wow and Sierra. We about to get these motherfucking bottles popped in this bitch. They don't do that, bro. It's so disingenuous. a certain type of.
It depends on what club you go to. If Big meets them at the club, of course they're not gonna listen to that. Of course not.
Why?
Of course not.
We just don't know.
Okay.
That's corny to them.
They
That's
are
corny
not
to them.
listening to Bow
Dumb
Wow.
was silly, yo.
That's corny.
You know,
But at other clubs, they did. They used to play Bow Wow songs at these clubs.
I don't know
guys
club
be
you
nice
went
to
to,
Bow
but
Wow?
none of the clubs I went to ever played Bow Wow.
listen, be nice to Bow Wow. He
I'm
went
about
through
to say,
something
man.
traumatic
Got
and it
played
messed up his
on the
career.
radio.
Come on, man.
Not at the club.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes,
but you guys
at these clubs, yeah, they do.
Not at the club.
Can you remember that Bow Wow went through something traumatic or allegedly went through something traumatic? And I think that is the reason why we have the view and the thought and the reason why his like persona went the way that it went. Like he didn't have any hope. Like B2K, they had that alleged rumor, and I mean, now
Whoa, hold on. Let me add on to that.
Those
Dom.
singers. Those are singers.
Hold on, Dom. Let me add on to Sean
Those are
Miles real
singers.
quick.
Those are singers.
Let me add on. Wait, hold on.
Those are singers.
Hold on.
Little Fizz is a rapper.
They were
Okay,
singers.
hold on.
They were singers back then.
Peace, guys.
He's a singer.
Listen.
All right, hold on, everybody. Hold on. Let me add on to this real quick, right?
Yo.
The only tragedy that I know that Lil Sean Moss went through, right, is when
Not
Puff Daddy
Sean
stole
Moss.
his ex-girlfriend. Whatever her name is. I think that was like the biggest tragedy
No,
that
the thing
I
with
ever
his
heard from Bow Wow.
bodyguard. With his bodyguard.
Then he tried to marry Erica Mena.
Oh Lord.
And now he's like, thirsty for Angela Simmons. I think they're together though.
Oh my! Oh my God!
Oh my God! I got that one. Hold on, I got the. Oh my God!
Oh my God! First lady Tammy, what's up? Talk to us. You muted me, First Lady.
The funny thing is, her mic is on, so I don't know why her volume's not up.
So, since we talking about Bow Wow and we talking about clubs, let's be more specific.
Wait. Hold on.
What songs are you looking for as far as bumping his songs at the club?
Yeah,
Like,
hold on. We'll
which
get that in a minute because Tammy's trying to
when
talk.
he was a teenager. Which one? Man, I never even have an opportunity. I let everybody else go.
Tammy never got a chance to go.
Went to Bow Wow.
She never got a chance to go yet. So let her finish her
Yeah,
mic.
just like the man that came in and went in and went back and forth. I never even had a chance.
You did have a chance. You had plenty of
Again,
chances.
everybody else was talking.
You guys was,
Everybody else was talking.
You was talking to him back and forth, right? Defending.
So many people jumped in, dog. So many people jumped. I didn't get a
Not
chance to
everybody
say
jumped in.
Go ahead, Tammy.
We
Go ahead,
heard
Tammy.
you.
Go ahead, Tammy. Go ahead.
We can't hear you, Tammy.
Connect your mic, Tammy.
Is the mic connected?
Look, Tyrone just came up there and like unplugged her mic.
Oh, Tyrone jealous.
I wonder can she even hear us though.
She can hear us because that's what she's trying to talk.
Well, then you could call me.
Can I go
Tyrone.
then?
She said my mic is connected.
Your mic is connected. Okay.
I can't hear. Oh, she can't hear us. But I'm not muted. Hold on, let me see something quick.
Tammy, go out and come back in. Sometimes my phone does that where it takes the allow thing off. I don't know. Maybe just like click out and click back in.
Yeah, click out, click back in, Tammy. Go ahead, Queen.
I do want to say that I think Young Dolph, I don't listen to his music, so I don't know much about him. But I did think, from what I did see, he did do a lot for his community. He started I think it's called Ida Mae Foundation after his grandmother, for the community for and domestic violence and all that to support people in his community. But I think when you start off your career or your life in a certain way, you have to move differently if you want to get away from that. And I look at, when you look at someone like Jay-Z, which I don't know much about, but he grew up in, Marcy Projects and he did what he did selling drugs, but his music changed after a certain point. Like it wasn't the same. And so it allowed him to move in different ways and not have to worry about hood or retaliation because he wanted to move. I guess he wanted to move away from that from his past. And that's usually what you do. An alcoholic who wants to stop drinking don't keep hanging out at the bars. They change, they move away from it. And I think he goes back and gives to his community, but he's never had any issues. But I think it's unfortunate because when you still have that persona of having that life, being in that street life, then that's what you're going to attract. And everybody in your hood, is not always out to support you or see the best for you. Some people want it, like I think I heard one of the coverage stories, someone said that sometimes taking his life would be more street credit for that person than for what he did in the community. So, you got to move differently. You can't do the same because you're on a different level. It's not that you can't give back to your community. You just can't go back the same because not everybody wants to see you shine. There's haters in every facet of your life. So, yeah, I just think he needs to be careful.
First of all y'all need to get y'all facts straight. First of all, I hung out with this man. I hung out with this man, kicked it with this man, spent the night at this man's house. Me and him had a lot of conversation. It's a difference between me and a fanboy. That's totally different. First of all. Second of all, just because he was moving at 16, how old is he now? He's 36 years old. So what happened in the interview when he said, okay, well, look, when I got the music, I went up. He didn't sell anything after that. After he went up, how old was he? He was 16 years old. Oh no, wait. I'm talking to everybody. He was 16 years old. We're not going to use just because I was moving the way I was moving. Everybody assuming that he had problems in the street because the way how he was moving. First of all, no. Big hat. Number one. Number two, everybody, if you know what you know about this rapper, as far as Yo Gotti, everybody know where that started from. He just answered the question of what started that. He turned down the opportunity to even be on his team. That's what started it. So when that happened, Yo Gotti got mad. He decides to drop a diss song. He drops a diss song. Young Dolph drops a diss song right back and said that this is what he was doing with his baby mama. Obviously, Yo Gotti shouldn't trip. Yo Gotti set up here on his songs talking about bitches and all day long. Oh, bitches ain't shit, blah, 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 blasey, blasey, blasey. But then when it comes to this woman, now it ruffles your feathers now. Everybody talking about, he's a lord of this, and that, and the third. Well, how did this man get to your baby mama then? How that happened? Because that's proof. Yeah, he obviously been shown the proof, even the text messages. So that's not a lie what Young Dolph was saying, because that actually happened. It's not no big old scene to where he must have fucked over somebody. No, he didn't. The problem is the man is very sensitive. It's something very, very simple. The man was upset. It had nothing to do with his career or judging nothing like that. But when he slept with his BM, that's what started it. That's what started it. It had nothing to do with moving weight. It had nothing to do with that. And he was 16, by the way. Let's not go back in 20 years and say, well, he was in the streets all day. Check this out. For 20 years, that was it. When he made, that was it. He went up. So when he was up doing good, being independent, the man was mad at the fact that, okay, well, he turned it down. Don't nobody turn me down, this and that. So I guess in his mind, he thought he was just this king of Memphis, which he's not, by the way, because a lot of Memphis cats who I know say differently, okay? As far as his brother's concerned, his brother was, Yo Gotti treat him like his own brother. He don't help his brother. He don't do none of this stuff. Young Dolph was there. He helped his brother out, even at the time when they was beefing. Even at the time when they was beefing, he helped him out and fronted him some money. Okay, he helped the man out and put it in Yo Gotti's face. Now we got these other clowns, these other cheerleaders, like Black Youngster, because he with them too, with the regular whatever. He decided he wanted to be tough. He wanted to show and try to prove himself. Oh, you beefing with him, you beefing with me. Blase, 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 blase. Instead of you getting your money, making music, right? You make music and you got the money you got. First of all, that's just because you on his record label doesn't mean you got to be a soldier for him. You on that record label to make money and help your family. But he decided he wants to be a cheerleader. Nobody wasn't talking to him. Nobody said his name in the album. Nobody cared. The whole thing started when Young Dolph slept with Yo Gotti's baby mama. That's where it started. It had nothing to do with weight. People need to get their facts straight. That had nothing to do with weight. He was 16 years old and he stopped when his career went up. And he's 36 years old. Okay? And listen, and when people just like Young Dolph was getting attention, Young Dolph was getting attention because he was helping his community. It wasn't just his community. It was a hell of other communities too. Nobody didn't want to put that out there. But every time, everybody want to compare this dude to every other rapper. Don't compare him to every other rapper because every other rapper ain't doing shit for their community. They're not doing nothing. Period.
So speaking of facts, right? Wait, hold on. I gotta do a fact check. So speaking of facts, right? So young Dolph, right, owned 100 properties in Memphis and rarely rap about it. And according to the source, it says he also purchased a foreclosure home, right, for his children every year for their birthdays. He told me himself, well, he told the person himself, right, when they met, I admire this about him and even challenged him to rap more about this side on his hustle. Always remember, the streets don't love nobody. Okay? That's why it's important to provide alternatives to the streets every chance we get.
Yep.
Always remember that. Okay?
Yep.
So in my message, fuck the streets. Okay? Fuck wherever you came from. You know? When you get that, when you get to the top, you invest and you get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
Because you got assholes like, look, here's the thing, right? You have the community townspeople, right? That's always going to support you. That's always going to have love for you. Because they know you from in and out. And they appreciate what you do. But you're always going to have that one dirty motherfucker, right? That's going to hate on you because you. And you're doing good stuff. And that hater will ruin their whole entire community. Just because you outshining him. And this is the main point of why black people together don't succeed much further. This is why we don't get the power that we want, you know, or the resources. Because you're always going to have a hating person, and it's not going to be no white person. Oh no, you know, they already done their job from slavery years ago. We're just passing on through, like, you know, the generational curses by cursing each other out as black folks. This is why when it comes to doing the things that you're doing, you know, like, look, overall, I don't even care if he was rapping about drugs, if he used to sell drugs or whatever. I don't even care about that. What I do care is that we have another black soul that is lost.
Exactly.
It's not just anyone. He's not just anyone though. He did the same thing Nipsey Hussle was doing, but even though they're both totally different, but they both did help their communities. But when Nipsey Hussle was a different situation than Young Dolph. When Young Dolph did and donated this money, it wasn't drug money. It was all rap money. All rap money. Okay.
You know that for a fact, Eddie, but how do you know that for a fact? This is the question that I have.
I just gave you facts. I just gave you facts.
You said you hold on. You said you hung out with this guy, right? You hung out with him. I get you. I hear you saying that. I hear you saying you had a conversation with him. You spent the night at his house. I got you. It's a whole lot of people that can say that about me and still not know my full truth. And still not know 100% where my stuff came from or what I do. You know why?
It's a difference with somebody talk and show facts.
I never cut you off, Eddie. I never cut you off. Please. Thank you.
Go ahead.
It's. I hear you saying all this stuff, but can we stop being so naive? Like, you really don't know him that well. Like, I hear you saying you had conversations with him. Can I let me finish? I hear you saying you have conversations. I hear you saying all of this, but unless you were best friends with this man, and sometimes even best friends don't know everything. I understand you want to defend. I understand he died. I understand you may know a little bit more than we know. But what he has presented, you say he stopped selling drugs at 16. Is he 30 something now? Why is he still rapping like when
he's talking about what he's talking about what he used to do.
Right.
He's talking
But
about what
at 30, but at 30 something, you don't got nothing else from 16 to 30 something to talk about.
Listen.
No, hold on. Don't sit up. Let me finish.
Let her finish. She's not done yet.
Right. So if you're telling me you have from 16 to 30 something that when you rap, that's what you still
M3, can I go next, please?
What
Yeah, you know, I'll let you go next. I'm gonna make one quick point. No, I didn't mean it. Go ahead, Dom. I'm sorry.
Right. So that's my only thing to you, Eddie. I hear you. I hear that that's someone that you said you knew. I understand where your passion is coming from, where your feeling is coming from. I got that. But you can't be mad at us because what he presented to the world, I would have never thought that he stopped selling drugs at 16. I would have thought maybe he stopped a few years ago, maybe 10 years ago, but not 20. I wouldn't have thought that because what he's presenting to the world, what he's saying in his songs, what he's saying in his raps, he doesn't sound like someone who went past that. He sounds like someone who just got out of that when he started rapping. Also, I didn't know that he started his career 20 years ago because to me, 20 years ago, I was 8 years old. I knew nothing about a young Dolph. I knew nothing about a young Dolph.
It wasn't 20 years ago. It was 2008.
Okay, and that's when he started becoming popping or rapping and stuff?
Yeah, his career started in 2008.
Okay, so for me, hearing that, it's hard for me to believe that you started in 2008. If you started in 2008, you should be way more well-known than you are. Mixtape. But to me, that's not a rap career. Doing a mixtape for me is not when your career started. Doing a mixtape to me means you still may need to be in the streets to get money. You still may need more. Doing a mixtape does not put you in the caliber of just, I don't got to do this no more. Maybe it does, but it doesn't always. So if from 16 to 30 something, you've been doing something different,
she got their facts wrong.
Wait, okay. I there's something I had to slightly disagree, just a little bit, right? Not every. I'm not talking about young Dolph or whatever, but not everybody, while you're selling your mixtapes, not everybody has to make a choice to go back into the streets to sell drugs.
Oh, of course.
Hold on. See, now y'all talking over me. No, we're not doing that. So the other thing is that, okay, if one side is saying that, okay, the donations did not come from the drug money, right? And it came from the rap money, right? In the benefit of the doubt, right? Here's the thing. Maybe the donations actually came from the rap money. Okay? Because I'm not done yet. Because you make more as a rapper than you make more selling drugs. Now, but initially, how did he become, how did he get those connections? If it was drugs, then it's a domino effect, So the donations probably didn't come from drugs, it came from the rap money. But for him to start off in his career, he had to start off somewhere.
Right, and that's all I'm saying.
And if it's not mixtapes, if it's not mixtapes, it's something else. I mean, you could look. I mean, Nipsey Hussle sold a whole bunch of mixtapes, and I think he earned like 10,000 and got started. And anything is possible. I'm just saying on that part. I gotta get to Mr. Best in the World.
Okay,
because I told him he's gonna go next.
Stop muting me when I'm already
Y'all not speaking facts, man. The first mixtape.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
I said
Mr.
Best in the World's going next. He's next.
But I wasn't finished. You cut me off before I was finished.
First of all, you know what, Mr. Best in the World, you're next.
I'm gonna go. Dom, just finish your point real quick, and then I'm going.
No, my point is finished. My thing is everything is biased because I keep getting muted. Number one, when I'm already quiet. When you say be quiet, I don't know if everyone's noticed, but
I'm not telling you.
Dominique, it was your turn, Dominique. It was.
Let me finish. I keep getting muted when I'm already quiet. That one is irking me. Number two, I just got muted and someone else was still able to talk and they didn't get muted. If you're going to mute everybody, mute everybody. Stop muting when I'm already quiet.
Slow down real quick. Okay, slow down real quick. I muted you and I muted DJ Eddie King. Let's keep it real, right?
Yeah, but I was already
hold
quiet.
on.
I got muted too.
Hold on. Let's keep it real. All right, because y'all was both talking over each other. So I had to mute y'all real quick. All right. And second of all, I let you know, I was like, hey Dom, after when you was done, I gotta say something. And you look like you was done. Okay. So my bad or whatever, right? But I don't do no bias muting. If he's over talking you and I'm telling him to be quiet and he doesn't be quiet, I'm muting him. That goes for same for you, except for you, the moderator.
And I'm gonna unmute.
Okay, so I'm sorry if you did mute Eddie, but it felt like once my thing said muted, I still heard him talk. So
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
I got muted.
Yeah, so if he got muted, I'm sorry if you did mute him, but I heard more than once when I got muted, I still heard other people talking. So maybe
okay,
not
so
in
is
this
it easier for me
like
to put you guys in the backstage? Because I could put people in the backstage. Well, actually, you could still come in, but for some people, I could put you guys in the backstage.
I've been being quiet when you asked me to be quiet, and you still keep muting me. Like, why? I'm not listening to this. I'm listening.
Okay. See, there you go again. Y'all over talking because when I was talking, both of y'all was still talking at the same time.
You say
y'all. I'm not muting y'all. Unless if y'all over talking. Okay, so let's just get this shit straight. I could put y'all in the back. I'm talking to you, and I'm talking to Queen Dom.
Exactly. You said y'all, so we was trying
So
to give you an answer.
I'm talking to both of y'all, and I could put people in the backstage if that's a problem.
I already said sorry if you muted Eddie, but that's what I heard. So I already.
I know, but he was muting himself. So I'm just saying, if you want me to permanently mute him, I could put him in the backstage, just like I could put the rest of the people in the backstage.
No, that's not what I was asking. I said
you gonna put her in the backstage too. You're not just putting me back there. Put her too. Shit.
Okay, this goes for anybody.
Me and her back there.
So going forward, let me make this shit clear. If y'all interrupted me while I'm still talking, you could go in the backstage. You could go in the backstage. Anybody could go in the backstage and be permanently muted. All right? So we could do that going forward. Now go ahead, Dom. If you still got something to talk, go ahead and say something. But here we're going to keep it respectful.
Go ahead. Talk.
One, I was not being disrespectful to you, so whoa.
I didn't say you was being disrespectful. I said we're all going to be respectful.
Okay, I was being very respectful, and I even
M3,
apologized.
You said y'all. You said y'all. You said y'all. That means me and Dom. When you said y'all, you asked us a question. We was both trying to give an answer, and you muted both of us.
I think Dom was
asked us a question.
I think Dom was still talking. Go ahead, Dom.
Okay, here's the thing. I'm listening tonight, and I don't understand why I keep getting muted. Like, I'm like literally just keep talking. I know a lot of times I talk over people, and I keep going. I don't care, and I. And then my point is, M3 sometimes you realize it, but you stop people before you stop people before they're done. Sometimes if you thought I was done,
I can't hear you. What'd you say? I can't hear you. What'd you say?
Everybody, can anybody hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, can you now? Good, Emma.
Okay. All I'm saying is, one already said sorry because I felt like I was being the only one muted. You answered that. I said sorry because I felt like I was happening. I also said, you said, oh, I didn't notice that you were still talking. Okay, cool. I get that. So stop effing cursing at me because then I'm going to start cursing and y'all know it's not nice. So leave me alone. That's it.
The question
I'm muting myself.
The question was asked to me and you from
Damo, call me real quick. Damo. Just call me. Call me.
Okay.
Call me. All right.
So the question was asked to me and Dom when M3 said y'all. So when we was trying to answer him, we both was talking at the same time, and that's why he muted. Because we was both talking at the same time, right? Because we weren't talking over. You asked us a question.
Yeah, I asked everyone a question. And
yeah, so we were trying to give you an answer. That's not. I don't know who's. I don't know who that is. That's not mine. That's somebody else's.
Wait.
You got two First Lady
First
Tammys in a row.
You too.
You got two First Lady Tammys in a row.
Girl.
I think she's trying to use the other connection to speak. She's trying to use her phone. All right. Tammy will figure it out.
So when I was trying to clear up about the beef that's been sparked, the man had proof. The man had proof of how the beef started. The man, it's easy for somebody to sit up here and talk, thinking that they know what they're talking about, but they don't know. They're coming with their own wannabe facts, but it's not facts. Young Dolph already said it, and he showed proof about the text messages. Now, as far as anything that's being sparked, the proof is already out there. What's we call it? Sparked it up. You know, he was mad because, you know, when people get them type of money, right? They assume, okay, well, listen, I know this guy's gonna sign to me. You know what I'm saying? He on fire right now in these streets. He killing them. And he say no. Don't you think somebody with an ego like that is gonna be upset? He automatically thinks that this man was going to say yes, but surprisingly he said no. Thank you for the opportunity. I appreciate it. Then what else happened? He comes out with an album. Now, people are trying to say that this has something to do with this has nothing to do with drugs. The guy up here that came in here talking about he was fronting. First of all, he already that's already been proven what he was fronting. Okay, he was upset when he came out with the album. This is Young Dolph. Young Dolph made a decision by effing his baby mama, and he came out with a song and he talked about it and he showed proof. So he was mad about that. It has nothing to do with now let me tell everybody about the street dudes that you talking. The street guys is the ones that's around him, especially if you're a celebrity, you will have street dudes around you. I don't care what nobody say. Mayweather, you know, he has a lot of street dudes around, even though they're security, but they street dudes. They security, professional security, but they're really street dudes. They got street dudes around them. You're not going to really catch a rapper by itself unless he feels comfortable in his own city. That's different, and that's what happened with Young Dolph. He was comfortable in his own city because everybody was listening to him. When nobody listened to Yo Gotti and Memphis, they was listening to Young Dolph because Young Dolph had the intention of helping people. He was doing things Yo Gotti was not doing. Dolph, the community he built, he damn near built Memphis. Okay, with the type of energy that he was pushing. And people are going back to talk about, oh, he used to sell drugs. Why? That 16, that's a long time ago. What he's 36. And when he came out with his first mixtape, he went up. How did he get connections with these rappers? Okay. Of course you can know somebody through somebody else. Especially if your song is on the radio. Everybody's gonna grab somebody knows somebody. That's how he got connected with Juicy J. He got connected with another guy, I forgot his name. I forgot his name. But he was a big time rapper too. That's how that happened. Okay, he was going up. Up. They asked who's the king of Memphis. They say Young Dolph. Do you think? And you know, even though Yo Gotti was going around saying that he was, but then when he's getting this message back and saying that Young Dolph is king, of course he's gonna feel some type of way. But he didn't really take it personal until the baby mama issue came out. And after Young Dolph did his thing. He canceled it. He cut her off, and was just showing proof to the world. Like, look, check this out. This is such and such baby mama right here. Blah 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 blah. That's what sparked it. Nothing else sparked it. And everybody else that was a cheerleader on his squad wanted to jump in. Oh, you dissing my homie. You dissing me. Just like some cheerleaders. That's what happened. And then they youngsters, so they want to prove themselves to the man that's in charge. That's how that went. So I just want people to get their facts straight. He's 36 years old. The man is still mad about what dude did. It has nothing to do with me pulling out a gun, shoot somebody. That has nothing to do with nothing. He didn't do none of that stuff. So anybody talking about he was not a street dude. He hung around with street cats, especially for protection going in other cities. Okay, that's facts. But go ahead.
Hold on. Real quick, so we gotta get to Mr. Best in the World. Mr. Best in the World, after you, I gotta get to First Lady Tammy, and then I'm gonna have to wrap it up.
I'm gonna let Tammy go, then I'm gonna go. Go ahead, Tammy, because you ain't saying that. I've talked this whole time. Go ahead.
Okay, so I have two computers going because the video doesn't work on the other one. and the sound ain't working on this one. I don't know what the hell's going on. But I could hear everybody. Y'all couldn't hear me. I don't know why. And then I tried to shut off my computer and turn it back on, and it still wasn't working. So I had to get my other computer, and then I had to find the charger for the other. It's just a whole fiasco of stuff.
Okay, good. We're glad to have you here,
I'll be happy
Tammy.
to give you tech support.
Yeah.
So I had to, I needed y'all to see my beautiful face, so that's why.
Of course, hold on. Can we just come up and Tammy real quick? We got some of the luxurious hair, the glowing skin, the nice smile with the eyes closed, like you know what I
mean. Okay, so real quick, so I don't have a lot to say like I normally would. That's because I don't really know a lot about this guy. I don't really know a lot about him. I don't listen to a lot of rap music, so now I will say, only thing I will say is that, I find it interesting when somebody says that something is not exactly said, because if something is implied, it is meant without saying those exact words. So sometimes it's not what you say, it's how you say it. When you choose certain words, you mean it to mean something else. And I like to refer to teaching. My students do it all the time. Like they know they're not allowed to say fuck, so they'll say something like fudge. Well, you didn't say that exact word, but you meant that exact thing. So people will say things to mean something else, even if they don't say that exact word. So when you imply something, it is understood to mean certain things. So I feel like when we really, really like and adore somebody, sometimes it's hard for us to see the truth about that person, even though we might not want to. So we have to keep an open mind about how somebody lives their life, how they live their life, and how, even though their life may be changing now, when you lived a certain lifestyle, that is what it is. That's what you did. So, but yeah, just keep that in mind when somebody's saying certain things. We're not going to say certain things. Like I think the guy's name was Jarrell, the one that was in here before, is like, nobody's going to say, oh, I did this, or I'm going to do this. You might say something else to imply that, but you're not going to say those exact words. So that's why I find it interesting when it said, well, they didn't say this specific word. Sometimes you don't have to say that specific word to mean that specific thing. So, and I feel like we as people, like we do that. We say, well, they didn't say that. But if you imply it, then it's understood to be that's what it is. So that's all I can really add to it. Because like I said, I don't really know him. I don't listen to, I may have heard something he's done when he worked with somebody else. But like I said, I don't listen to the music now. So, that's all I got to say.
But for us, the rapping, that's what I'm talking about. People have not listened to him, but they assume that he's talking about, that's all he's talking about is drugs and street stuff. Y'all haven't even listened to the song. It may be a few songs that he was talking about, but it was a diss. But as far as everything else, he was talking about what he was doing. He was talking about what he was building. He was telling in this rap song where to go, invested, how to do this, how to do that. Nobody talked about that though. You have to listen to the songs to know.
Let me say this. Let me say this. So yeah, I think that yes, he was in the streets. Okay, he was in the streets, but he made a transition from the streets to the rap game. You know what I'm saying? And once he got in the rap game, he was trying to make changes. But I think a lot of the elements of the street and just his personality, made him sometimes do things in order to defend himself. And as a man, of course, you're going to defend yourself in a certain way. I think he should have ignored some of the things that was happening as far as the situation with his beefs or whatever, with Yo Gotti and his camp. I think he should ignore some of those things and just kind of focus on his cause, because that took away from his message. And now he still has a message, but he's not alive to basically be the life force behind that message. And it's sad. I do admire the fact that he was taking care of his neighborhood. I do admire the fact that he had over 100 properties. I do admire the fact that he was taking care of his kids and his family. Those things are definitely admirable. And I do believe the brother was definitely trying to make a difference in the cause. But the problem is that, the problem is that, oh, y'all in the chat are funny. The problem is that, with that being said, you know what I mean, I'm just reading some of these chats y'all sending. It's crazy. But the problem that's being said, the problem that happened was the fact that he just got caught up. You know what I mean? And when you get caught up, you know what I'm saying, you know, that's what happens. You know what I mean? Like you kind of you want to defend yourself, you don't want to look weak, but you know you're trying to do the right thing. And it's a pull, it's a tug and pull. I think that he really, like I said, was trying to do his best to be a great example. I think he was trying to do his best to stay out the way, but I think also he still wanted to be a force in the city. He still wanted to know his city. You still wanted to know, you know, still wanted to know that, you know, hey, look, I love y'all. You know what I mean? Shout out to New Heartbreak. Please like, subscribe. You know what I mean? So he wanted to show love, but sometimes you can't show love, man. Sometimes you just gotta get out the way and stay low. Get your money and stay low, because the streets ain't got no love, and that's really the facts behind it. You know, I'm sorry that the brother had to lose his life. I really like Young Dolph's personality. I really wasn't into his music like that because I'm just not into that type of trap music and stuff like that, except for maybe like T.I. and Jeezy. Sometimes a little bit of Gucci at times, and probably some Migos. But outside of that, yeah, I don't really rock with trap music like that. But with that being said, I do believe that the brother was trying to make a difference. I do believe he was trying to do better for his family, and it's unfortunate. You know, I think as far as his history of selling drugs, you know, since he started his rap career in '08, that means he sold it from. He said himself he started at 14, so he was 24 in '08. So from 14 to 24, he sold drugs. Okay, he started to do the rap thing, you know, and like he said, he was experimenting. He was kind of see where it goes. You know what I'm saying? You know, he said in an interview that we watched, he was trying to see where it goes. You know what I mean? He's trying to see if he could really do it, and it popped. It popped off. You know what I mean? His mixtapes went crazy. The streets was on him. You know, Yo Gotti wanted to sign him. He declined because he wanted to do his own thing, and the rest is history. You know what I mean? But you know, man, it's just sad to see. It's tragic to see. I hate seeing this with brothers who are really trying to make a difference, man. Who really go from the streets to rap, and they try to turn that corner. And people, you know, people always kind of want to still bring you down to that element. I just wish, like I said, I wish you would have ignored all that element. I wish you would have ignored all the Yo Gotti stuff. I really do, man, because I really feel his brother could have been a major powerful force in Memphis, you know. And I believe he was, but I wish he could have did more. You know what I mean? I wish he could have did a lot more. But rest in peace to Young Dolph, man. You know, much love to that brother. Y'all can rock out M3, do whatever you got to do. You know, everybody make the closing statements and whatever else.
Yeah, because I got a dip, but definitely salute, man. Man, I want to just say this last little thing, right? We gotta uplift our people, man. Like, as a community as a whole, like, we gotta do better for ourselves. Come on, man. We taking each other down for nothing, for no reason. You ain't gotta hate. You ain't gotta kill the people off because you mad because somebody else is successful. You know, you should be glad that your own people is rising up to the top and doing a big difference for other communities. You know, but people don't get that, and until we get that, we're gonna always keep burying ourselves. And Japri says, "My fathers always preached to my brother that you have to be careful the decisions that you make in life, because some decisions will always require you to watch and look over your back 24/7."
Caprice, oh my God! You say, "Oh my God, DJ, what did I do?" Caprice, what I do,
Caprice, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Queen, did you say anything, Queen? I just want to see if Queen said anything. Queen, did you talk?
Yeah, I did. I just want to say that, you know, I think the reality is that, you know, it's a choice, and you can continue to, if you want to move in different circles, you can't come with the same clothing. Like, I can't wear shorts and a do-rag to the board and executives. If I want to move in that circle, I gotta change. And I think, you know, sometimes even though you make it out of the hood and you become established, you don't lose the hood mentality. And I think that's unfortunate because I feel like it traps so many people. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what kind of impact he made.
It does matter.
Hold on.
Well,
Can
she's
you
still
let
talking.
me finish? It don't matter because
Yes,
at
it
the end of the day, stop, Eddie. At the end of the day, he's dead. He's dead, and his kids will not have a father. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because his kids are growing up without a father, without someone that they can go to. And because he didn't change the way he moved, it cost him his life.
That's your
So
opinion.
at the end of the
She's still
day,
talking.
it don't matter what kind of money you have. If you're not here to breathe, to enjoy it and live it, it doesn't matter. So all of his hard work went down the drain when he decided not to change the way he moved and the way he spoke and the way he lived.
So how did he move then?
How did he move? You know
How did he move
that's
then?
your best friend,
How
right?
did he move then?
That's your
How did
best
he move?
friend, right?
How did he move?
You know him.
How did
You
he
know
move?
him.
How
It
did he
don't
move?
matter. He
How
moved
did he
and
move?
he dead.
Oh, now
He
you saying
moved
it
and
don't
he got
matter. Now you
popped.
saying it don't
He
matter.
moved and
You
he
said
got popped.
the way how he was
He
moved.
moved and he got popped. He moved and he got popped. Know that. That's all that matters. He's dead. So whatever he did,
Check
he
this out.
can't
First
do
of all,
nothing else.
hold on.
He's
You're not
done.
finna
He's done. He's done.
You're not
He
finna
can't
disrespect
do
my boy
nothing
like
else.
that though.
He
You're not finna
can't do
disrespect my boy
nothing
like
else.
that though.
He can. What you
Don't sit
gonna
up here
do?
and say,
You
don't
gonna
sit up
fight
here and
for
say
him?
that he didn't
Come on,
put,
Eddie.
don't sit
Come
up here
on,
and say he
Eddie.
didn't change
Come on,
or do
Eddie.
anything.
Come on,
Don't sit
Eddie.
up here and say
Come on,
that.
Eddie.
So
Come on,
how
Eddie.
did he move?
Come
How did
on,
he move?
Eddie. Come
How
on,
did he
Eddie.
move? You said
Come
it
on,
don't matter
Eddie.
how did he
How
move.
did he move?
You
You know it.
brung it up.
You
You
know
brung it
him.
up.
He was
How did he
depressed.
move? You said you supposed to know, right? How did he move? Tell me.
He
How did he move?
moved in a way that got him popped. He
You
moved
done?
in a way that got him popped, right?
Queen Eddie, stop. I'm putting this to the piece. That's
All
it.
right.
Enough.
So, as I said before, right, it's time for me to close it out. Now it's 9:45. If y'all want to discuss about this, you guys could discuss about this after the stream. But anyways, I'm going to first Lady Tammy, turn your camera on so I can know when to highlight you real quick. But for now, okay, good. Let me go ahead and highlight Queen. Queen, thank you for tuning in and giving your honest opinion.
Of course, anytime, all day, every day. You can follow me on Instagram, Queen Forever 2K21, and you can see me here on the Knowledge and Relationships platform. Thanks, guys, and have a great night.
All right, thank you, Queen. Okay, First Lady Tammy. Tammy with the good hair, the good locks. You know, I won't call it good hair, Tammy, when I see those
Okay, so I had to turn my thing on here. I don't know why it's not working. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like and that notification bell and subscribe so you can always be aware of what we're doing. You can find me here on Mondays, on Thursdays, on Saturdays when we do ladies night, and any other days that I feel like popping on and giving my extended opinion about whatever the topic is. But also I have an Instagram, First Lady Tammy 916. I'm slowly putting stuff on there, so just go ahead and check me out.
Hey, Tammy, wait, you got to tell them what you're working on.
Oh, so I'm working on doing like where I'm reviewing books and doing my poetry. I got some really good books that I've read and that I'm continuing to read, new books to read. So it's going to be very informative and it's going to be a lot of fun because I'm amazing. So you're going to want to tune in because I'm amazing. So
Tammy, is that the reason why we haven't had the? Oh, I forget. I was about to put you in, Dom, and I forget you could put yourself in.
No, I was in a whole nother stream. I was looking at the last message comment said the Atlanta Thrasher, and I was like, clearly I am not on the right day and the right conversation.
Oh, wow.
My phone died. I'm okay. My phone died. You guys not get bratty, but I get over it.
Aww.
My phone died.
Well, you came just in time to remember. Keep in mind, Dom also has the power to, mute, add, kick, or whatever. So if you think I'm doing something wacky, I'm just letting you know it's not 100% me. I'm just making it clear.
That's for now. I'm about to take some of that power away. No, I'm joking.
But if anybody want to drop us some cash monthly, like then we all can share the power. But anyways,
Hey,
damn it. So if that's the reason why, right? We haven't been hearing much of your poetry lately because you haven't been like gracious to us lately in our lives.
yeah.
I'm starting to kind of feel some type of way.
Well, no, not just necessarily that. I have a lot of other things going on. Like I said, I'm the advisor for VSU at my school. I'm also the advisor for the Club Live at my school, and then I'm teaching. So I have so many different things going on that are not YouTube related that I have to get going. But I'm always working on my poetry, always writing new stuff. So yeah, maybe the next thing that we do, I'll recite one of my poems, or maybe I'll just save it because you gotta save. You can't tell everything. You gotta save some things for later.
Yeah, we definitely we always got heat in the back. We always got the heat in the back. You know what I'm saying? With the extra clip. Yeah.
Yeah, we got some secrets too, though, but I'm not gonna tell y'all. So sorry,
man. Yeah, if they only knew what December had, if they knew what we was coming with in December,
do you remember? Just like Japri says, like drop the mic. Oh, I'm gonna be dropping content like that.
Baby. Content, boy. Oh man.
But y'all won't be ready for it when it comes.
Oh my gosh.
Queen my gosh. Oh yeah. Oh damn, my phone time out. You know what? Oh my gosh. I'll do it that way. Queen Dom, go ahead and zoom in on yourself, right? And shout yourself out.
Come on, Queen Damo. Let's go.
See, I'm on my phone. Let me find the. Oh, I don't think I have all the options on my phone.
You do have the options.
Oh, wait. Maybe it's layout. I gotta click on other buttons. I got it. Hold on, I'm about to do it. Look, I got this.
You got.
Oh, that was Tammy. Wait, hold on.
That ain't you. That's Tammy.
Wait, I got it. Just let me get my life together.
All right, take your time, girl. Take your time. You here with you.
Boom.
Yay.
Oh, she cammed up. Hey.
I'm conditioning my hair, so I have two little ponies.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Queen Dom. You can find me on Instagram as the Queen_Dom. I'm turning this off. It's distracting me. The Queen_Dom. You can also find me here. I am the assistant network manager, aka co-moderator. I put that out there. For knowledge and relationships, you can find me here talking my shit, getting bratty. You know how I do. Also, don't forget the lady stream will be back on December 4th. And Queen Dom, Brunch with Me. Check out my co-host, Luann Love. We will be back on December 11th. And I will keep reminding you guys, so do not forget. Thank you. Have a good night. Bye.
Yeah. Okay, Dom. I'll do it.
Put myself out? Okay.
I got you, sis. I got you. Okay, DJ Eddie King. We'll zoom you in real quick. We have the music coordinator.
Yeah.
The man with the master beats.
Yeah.
The guy that comes with the wisdom. Okay.
Yeah.
The history.
Thank you.
DJ Eddie King. We got. Come on, man. We gotta give him a round of applause, man. Come on, man.
DJ Eddie King, baby.
When DJ Eddie speaks,
yeah,
y'all need to listen. And then we don't speak. Y'all still need to listen.
Anyway, thank you. Shout out to the CEO, man. M3, man.
No, this is all. This is for you right now. Don't worry about me, man. We're shouting you out. Go ahead, man.
The best of both worlds too. Shout out to you too.
Oh, Lord mercy.
Well, listen, you can find me on YouTube at DJ Eddie King. You can find me on Instagram, dj.eddie.king. The show was great. I just feel like people just sometimes when we talk about things, just come with facts, come with more facts, and sometimes you don't have to bring your opinions to the table. Sometimes it's good to bring facts. You have to bring facts to the table. But yeah, I am upset about that line that she said, but I ain't gonna say anything because I'll let Mr. Best in the World. I'll let you deal with that. Queen Dom. Hey, listen. I know we got into an argument, but of course I'm in my feelings because this is my boy. I'm in my feelings because of what happened, tragedy. But it has nothing to do with you, Dom. You still cool with me. I still got your T-shirt.
I love you, Eddie, and I understand where you was coming from. I love you.
Yeah, I love you too. Thanks to everybody in the chat. Caprice, look, I'm sorry if you're disappointed at what I said. It came from my heart, though. But shout out to you too, Caprice. Shout out to Mr. Howard. Shout out to Miss M3, First Lady Tammy. Who else was in the chat? E Black. With the phone. Shout out to y'all. I forgot. Shout out to y'all too, man. Y'all two get it together, man. I'm gonna go ahead and pass this out to Mr. Best in the World. I saw that, y'all. I saw that video. I saw what was going on. Y'all two need to get it together, man. But go ahead, Mr. Best M3, not Best M3, but Mr. Best in the World.
Yeah, I might use that. I don't know.
No, man. Somebody need to get their minds right.
Oh man.
I said Mr. Best M3. My bad, man.
No. We may combine like a Super Saiyan or something. We never know. You know what I'm saying? I'm joking. Man, thank you for being a part of Knowledge and Relationships Experience. We thank you for being a part of the experience. Thank you for jumping on. Much love for all y'all. Shout out to everybody in the comments. K Marion, WT Funk, E Black TV, my guy, Darrell. Thank you, Darrell, for jumping on. Shout out to Chef for jumping on. WT Funk, thank you for that idea, brother. And thank you for jumping on as well. I know it's like 4 a.m, 5 a.m. in Germany. I know you probably sleep by now, but thank you so much. Shout out to my boy AD, Sammy DeFunk. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to Caprice. Crystal Bloom and Ebony. Shout out to everybody, man. The high value nurse, my man CJ. CKQ was in the building. What's going on? Shout out to John, Danielle, the whole crew over there, Crystal Bloom and Ebony, the whole crew over there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Kay. Shout out to Sherelle. Shout out to Brittany B. Brittany B, I'm gonna get you still. And shout out to my brother. Shout out to my brother, Atlanta Thrash. Atlanta Thrash ain't see you tonight, but what's going on, brother? Shout out to Gator Girl. You know what I mean? Gator Girl, what's going on? Gator Girl. What's going on, Gator Girl? Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to Queen Forever 2K21. You know what I mean? Thank you, Queen, for jumping on. Shout out to Queen Damo. Damo, you know what I'm saying? My assistant network manager. I love Damo so much. That's my little sister right there. I love Damo.
You sound like the people on the news when they keep giving shout outs and they want to be like, you being black, you being black.
I am being black. It's all good.
Well, we are black.
You know what I'm saying? I am black, so I'm cool. Black and I'm proud. But yeah, I'm African and proud. But yeah.
Hey, don't forget about Maristella too.
Yeah.
With that being said, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Queen Damo. You know what I'm saying? Damo, you know what I mean? She doing the moderating thing. Don't let the moderating thing come to your head, girl. Like I said, I'm gonna take that title away from you. No, I'm joking. But yeah, Damo, shout out to you. You're doing a great job. I'm so proud of you. You're like my little sister. Definitely got much love for you. And thank you for doing your thing. Shout out to First Lady Tammy. Woo! Tammy's book corner is coming soon.
Tammy!
Oh man, Tammy got some incredible books, some incredible insight. She's a phenomenal educator, phenomenal mom, just phenomenal person, man. She's gonna bring a lot of heat to y'all. Also, shout out to Queen too. Queen's gonna also do a crafts thing where she's gonna show you different cards that she's making, different crafts that she's making. Look out for that content as well. Dama's gonna show you how she's about to make these t-shirts. You're about to see that coming up real soon too. You know what I'm saying? We got some special things for holidays. We got a little gifts wrapped up for y'all. Y'all can't know about them yet, but we're gonna reveal them to you real soon. You know what I mean?
Details coming soon.
Yeah, real soon, man. Shout out to the music coordinator, DJ Eddie King. Yes, sir. Shout out to him, man. You know what I'm saying? DJ Eddie King, you're doing your thing. He's working very hard on the music, very hard on making music for all of our shows.
Thank you.
Thank you for your insight and your opinion. I'm so sorry that you lost your homie, man. Shout out to, rest in paradise again to Young Dolph, man. Rest in paradise to Young Dolph. We're going to miss you, bro. We love you. We love your family. Shout out to the whole Dolph Empire, his whole record label, everybody, man. Shout out to all them brothers and sisters out there, man.
Yes.
We truly love y'all, man. Definitely, man. Shout out to all the rappers that lost their life over the years. Triple X, Nip, everybody, man. We so sorry. We apologize to all the families, man. Much love. We got kings. Got to stop killing kings. Let's start treating each other like the kings and queens we are, man. Most definitely. With that being said, I am the music coordinator for Knowledge and Relationships, baby. You know what I mean? Catch me at MR Best in the World 1984. MR Best in the World 1984. And let me throw this out there. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. This is our last stream before the Thanksgiving break. I'm gonna talk to them. We may throw a little something at you in the next couple of days. I don't know, But yeah, me and them three, we gonna politic. The rest of the team, we gonna politic. We may do a little Thanksgiving thing for y'all before them three gets up out of
Y'all
here.
ain't getting shit from me for on Thanksgiving.
You know what I mean? Huh?
No, y'all ain't getting shit from me on Thanksgiving.
No, not on Thanksgiving Day, man. But I'm talking about like we may do a little something before you dip up out. We may do a little something, just a little something. You know what I mean? Give them a little something. You know what I mean? Maybe not too long, but we'll talk behind the scenes. We'll talk. But y'all be on the lookout for different things we're about to do. We are about to go on a break. We may give you a little content before that. We don't fully know, but just in case we don't, we love y'all. We will be back after the Thanksgiving break, okay? So we will be back after that break. And trust me, we bringing that heat, okay? And to all y'all out there, you know what I mean? All y'all out there that's stealing content, all y'all out there that's being phony, that's faking the phone, we see your moves. We see you. We recognize you. We don't really care. Hope you know that. And we're going to still keep dropping that heat. M3, take us home, baby. We here. Knowledge relationships in the building.
Right. Take these sunglasses off real quick.
Now, keep the sunglasses on, bro. Talk to him.
I'm going to talk to him directly while I'm looking at him in the eye.
Woo! Eye to eye. That's what I'm talking about.
That's right. Thank you for tuning in to Knowledge and Relationships on YouTube. Okay? It was a pleasure having everybody in the chat. As always, shout outs to the people who always supporting us. Shout outs to the one that gave us a thumbs down, but shout outs to 12 that gave us a thumbs up. We truly appreciate your time, you know, and your comments as well, too.
To the thumbs down, hi, hater.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, shout out to Grizz and Access Entertainment real quick.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Grizzly. I forgot he came up in there. So shout out to Access Entertainment. Go ahead and subscribe to his YouTube channel, man. He's a good guy. But before anybody gets into their feelings or gets into any trouble, make sure that you guys and ladies stay off the streets and get your minds right, get your education and get your papers up, okay? Go grab some weights and lift, get yoked, or do something. I don't know, do something productive. You damn young folks, y'all hella lazy. But anyways, you know, I'll talk about that like in probably like in the future videos. You lazy.
Oh, you froze. What's going on?
Oh, am I back?
You need to do the outro.
You froze. Oh man.
Am I back now?
Yeah, you back now.
See that was the government trying to shut me down. I'm about to leave anyway, so chill. Anyways, speaking facts. Thank you for tuning in so much, and we really appreciate you guys. And just remember, we all do this for the entertainment, but we also try to help people out and speak the truth. We just got to learn how to be more respectful. That's all there is to it. And with that being said, we are out, everybody. See you later. Okay. Damn, I hate this. Let's see. All right, here we go. Oh, no, where's my outro? Okay, I got you. I got it. All right, see you later, everybody. Peace.
Later.